Oh, I sleep next
All
to
right.
Evan every night. He just doesn't know.
Oh my god.
And that's what we're starting the stream with because I hit the home button right as you said that. That is the best intro we've had so far. As in, like,
Sadness.
all right, sex. That's the intro. All right, welcome back after 2 weeks, our week of nothing because we were gone, and then next week we're going to be gone again. But
He's so good with words.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
True wordsmith, honestly.
Oh, truly. That's why I'm the DM. Anyway, on a different note, where we left off last time, and we're also missing members, as you all can probably notice.
Oh, shit. My fucking character sheet up.
I will say
Wait,
this:
is it just us two?
it is just you two.
Oh, we
Caleb,
fucked.
Oh no!
Well, all of the characters are going to be there as NPCs. I will let you guys pick one of the other players' characters to use during combat, if you would like.
Ooh, I call Caleb.
You call, okay. I will let you guys do that. This is the only time I'm really gonna let people do that. In the future, I might let people do it, like on occasion, and just be the same person playing the other person's character if they're consistently gone. We know who I'm talking about. Not to throw
No
shade.
need to name names. Bryce, no.
Bryce is
Bryce
trying.
should be able to come join us, though.
No, he should. But all right. Where we left off last time, you guys can open the character sheet of the one you want. Just let me know once I finish this little intro. But the last session, you guys, Calder had a vision of a potential assassination attempt of the prince, which, acting upon that instinct, decided to do a little bit of snooping around, trying to figure out possible culprits over the 5-day period that you guys had as a break, as well as speaking with Garrison and the prince himself and asking that no one else to know about this possible assassination attempt, in fear that the assassin would find out about it and change up their plan. The day of the final day of the Lunar Harvest Festival began. And as just before the prince was going to do his speech, after Calder had followed a suspicious guard around the castle for a short period of time, the prince turned to do his speech after speaking with Calder, and one of the mysterious guards began to approach the prince, which is exactly where we left off.
I hate you.
So,
still hate you about this.
I know you do. I know you hate me. Which characters do you guys want to control for when as things go on? Like, they're just going to kind of stick around and you can, well, we're not having you talk for them, but like you'll use them in combat type deal.
So, who's with us? It's Calder, Lauren, Svex, and Yotan, right? Or is it Kosho and Yotan?
Kosho, Yotan, and Svex are there. Svex is also there. Also, as another note, nobody has their weapons.
I have my book on me.
I think Kosho had his staff, or you guys put all of your weapons in someone's bag of holding.
So I have my staff, and we put everything else in a bag of holding.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure.
Hold on. I'm pretty sure I wrote that down somewhere.
Note taker over here.
Yeah, Mr. Note Taker. You should just be the fucking campaign scribe. That's what we're gonna call you.
Basically, yeah. Let's see.
He gets an advantage on history checks.
I already do. Yep, everything is in my bag of holding. I have that in parentheses.
All right, cool. On that note,
I rolled in like fucking Gandalf to Rohan and was like, "Yo, what's up?" With my walking stats.
I'm gonna reiterate the scene. You are in a large chamber. Several other noblemen within this chamber. Calder, you were standing in front of the prince. Kellic was not far from you, probably about 10 feet away from you, leaning against a wall. I think Svex and Yotan. I just blanked out. He's never here, so I never say his goddamn name. Yotan were on the far side of the room, away from the prince. Kosho was lingering around you and the prince, I remember. And I don't know, where were you, Orion, during this time?
I think I was near the stairwell.
Okay, so you're near the doorway of the room is where
Yeah,
you'd
I was
be.
hanging around trying to like act as like a lookout for both levels. I think.
And Jabbers is somewhere off in the side of the room as well, kind of just listening to conversations, not really paying attention to. He is paying attention to what's going on because his passive perception is so good. Never mind.
Yeah.
So he is seeing this happen. He's been watching everything happen. Um, so where we left off, the prince turned to you and said, "All right, I think it's time." And as he said this, the Goliath that had just entered the room not long before begins to approach him.
Goliath?
You saw a Goliath enter the room. You saw two guards enter the room after
Silver
the.
Dragonborn guard approaches him.
No, you. It was a.
That's what I have wrote down.
There's a possible illusion because your detect magic dropped before this happened. You know
He's
that there's an
switching up the
illusion.
book on me after I did all
No,
these fucking notes.
I have the note right here. Your detect magic did drop just before. I did say that at the end of last session. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, but
Um,
the Silver Dragonborn guard, literally, it's head guard that was talked to falls to his knee and is helped leave. Two guards come to replace them. Prince motions for us to come to the
yeah, the two
balcony.
guards. So let me reiterate that part since we're confused. The two guards that came in the room, there was a tall Goliath guard, and I think the other one was half elf, if I'm remembering correctly. The tall Goliath is the one who turned and began to approach the prince when he said, "It's almost time." But you know there's an illusion somewhere. So you know there's someone in here with an illusion. Actually, roll. I will let you roll an investigation check. I will give this to you because there was confusion.
20, dirty.
Dirty 20. You can tell that you see a slight shimmer to this Goliath. And he is relatively the same size and height as that silver dragonborn you had seen before. So he is walking towards the prince at a casual rate. The prince has turned towards you, giving you a little bit of a smile, and is getting ready to turn towards the balcony. Kellic is looking at
I'm
you and kind of looking between you and the guard as you're staring at the guard.
I'm gonna prepare a spell. Hold on, let me take some notes. Okay, I'm gonna. Let's
Orion,
see.
roll a perception check for me, Orion. Just see if you identify this is happening.
An 8.
Yeah, you don't notice anything. You just
It was
see
almost,
Calder talking to the prince.
it was almost a 21.
Almost the 21.
I'm
Yeah, it
gonna
was almost
waste
11.
both my twinned and quickened spell, and prepare a bunch of stuff.
Tell
If
me
if
tell me
as
exactly
soon as
what you're preparing.
as soon as he draws a weapon, I will cast magnify gravity on him, shield from my dragon focus, but the dragon focus is going to move onto the prince, so the prince will gain shield.
Or roll an insight check for him
And
real
then
quick.
I'm going to cast just I guess, and then I'm going to hold Melf Minute Meteor on myself. So like I'm going to cast them like like the spell from Dark Souls, you know, where you get all like the spears above your head.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
basically gonna do that, but I'm gonna have them low to the ground so that no one notices them.
So as you're doing this, Kellic kind of pushes off the wall and comes up next to you and leans up just close enough that you can hear him, and he says, "Is it the Goliath?"
Yeah, I'm prepared to do something drastic and also protect the king, so I prepare something as well.
he gives a nod, and he turns to the prince and gives him a smile, and he says, he turns to the prince and says, please step behind me real quick. And he kind of
Can I
reaches out for the prince.
can I cast Shillelagh real fast? Or do I
Shillelagh
have
is
to
a
do...
melee, and you would have to
Yeah,
notice this is
I
going
have
on.
I have my staff on me still.
You're able to cast it, but you can't. You'd have to know something's going on. You're not quite sure what's going on right now.
Gotcha.
Haha. Low
So
perception, bitch.
Kellic reaches a hand out to the prince, who looks at him confused, and then looks to you, Calder, and realizes the kind of expression you have on your face at the moment, and he
The I swear to God, if this bitch swings,
yeah, and he
because
kind
I
of
have everything prepared other than Melf Minute Meteor, by the way. Melf Minute Meteor is already cast. I have 6 meteors around my belt, underneath my cloak.
Hey yo.
and okay, so and the prince looks a little concerned, steps towards Kellic before turning back towards this Goliath, and the Goliath kind of pauses for a second, looking a little confused for a moment before you hear a low growl come from him.
Yep. Magnify gravity's coming off.
You're popping it right now?
If he lunges at him, Magnify gravity, if he fails the con save, it halves his speed. Would that half his dash distance if he lunges at the king?
Um,
Would you like allow me to stop his movement?
it would certainly slow him.
Okay.
And as this growl is beginning, Kellic moves between the prince and this individual and kind of puts his fist up, ready for a brawl.
I love that he's a tavern brawler. That's so fucking good.
Yeah, he
Okay.
only had that because he was getting ready to do the tavern fighting thing. Um,
Yeah.
But on that note, we're gonna all roll initiative real quick, as this Goliath
What the
is
fuck was that?
growling.
5.
That was my chair. Unfortunately, I shifted.
Can my magnify gravity go off before combat?
What did I miss?
Were you gone for a moment?
Yeah, I had to go give Bryce my USB.
Roll initiative.
Kalik came. Yeah, roll initiative. Kalik came in the middle. Kalik
Oh,
noticed.
let's go, baby! Nat 20!
Oh my god, crit.
Damn.
How do you spell Kalik's name again? It's been a
Kellic,
while.
or Kellic, not Kellic. Kellic. It's
Yeah.
Kelic.
Okay, that's what I had.
And his last name was Bloodfang,
Celtic, without a
based
T.
on what you guys know. That is the name that he told you was his last name was Bloodfang. So, the initiative. I would say by this point you would notice something's going on, Orion. And if you guys want to roll for the other two, I don't know if you guys have dice or not.
I have physical dice if you want me to grab it.
If you wanna roll physical dice for the others, whoever you're playing as, and let me know if you're going to like use them in combat, I will allow you to roll their initiative and stuff with physical dice. Which one are you trying to use, Calder? For this, are you
probably do Jotun if he's here. If not, I'll use.
Jotun is here.
Okay.
Dressed in a fine robe that doesn't look right for him.
Fine towel sheet.
Yeah.
Like
they found a curtain. They found a curtain. He's too tall for anything else. We gave him a goddamn curtain.
I guess I can roll for Kosho.
Yeah, that works if you want to roll for Kosho. And just let me know what the numbers are.
I have a 12, but I don't know what his modifier is on initiative.
His modifier is a 3, so it's a 15. If you open up his
yeah.
character sheet, you should see
it. Let me roll for Jotun, the bastard apostle. The raw d20. He got an 8.
You got an 8? Jotun got an 8.
Yeah. Are you gonna say before combat I hand out everyone's weapons, like during my turn?
If you want to do that,
Would that
um,
take action?
I would say because you have stuff prepared, I would let everything be cast as like a. You could cast the stuff that you had prepared as a bonus action if you wanted to hand out weapons. But also, some of the weapons, some people don't need their weapons at the moment. I
Yeah.
don't think. I think some people can fight without them.
Like Jotun's +7 to hit on unarmed strikes. Like what the fuck, bro?
Yes. What did you roll for Calder?
Oh, God, hold on. My roll was a 5. I got fucking pee pee poo poo
All right, and then
for
I
a
will
roll.
just roll for Specs real quick just to see where he ends up on the table. Damn, he rolled really well.
Damn.
Let's go.
Sadness.
And and Jabbers did not roll well.
No jabbers.
All right. So Orion, you are the first in the initiative order. So you just noticed that there's a bit of hostility in the room. And a lot of people have turned and have started backing away from this little fray as the prince is kind of tucked behind Kellic, who's fist up. Also, I don't think any of you have your armor on too, because a lot of you were supposed to take your armor off to get in here. I don't does do you have leather armor is what you wear? I think you could get away with leather armor. I think it was like the thick armor. So Specs wouldn't have his armor on right now.
I changed my armor.
You changed your armor?
Yeah, I have scale mail, but I put it in
The bag of
put it in
holding. Okay.
so I don't know if I have it yet.
You don't have it with you right now, and it takes a minute to put on. So nobody has armor who usually wears armor.
Yeah,
So
all of our backpacks are unequipped as well.
yeah, Kellic is also in that boat, which I did not. I gotta unequip all of his weapons real quick, including his chainmail. There we go. All right. So on that note, you notice the bit of the uh the tension that's formed in the room as the prince is now behind Kellic, who is in a fairly nice suit that is going to get torn for sure by this fight. Um. So what would you like to do, Orion?
Damn, he going first.
I'm going to. How far is this guy from me?
He is roughly the room's like 40 feet in width. You're probably about 20 feet away. 20, 30 feet.
Okay.
You could get to him.
Is anyone close to him?
He is by himself in the center of the room, about 20 feet from Kellic. He was on his way across the room and stopped about halfway.
Yeah,
Ooh,
because
I
I was eyeballing him the entire time.
I am going to summon my wildflower spirit on top of him.
All right. What is the save for that?
It is
does
a
that
row of 14 or 2d6, and if anyone's within 10 feet, they also have to do it. But I don't think
there's no one around him. He does save.
Yeah.
Roll your damage for it because it is half damage, right?
Okay, so 2.
I just want to make this noted, Tyler. I twinned Melf Minute Meteor. I actually have 12 meteors around me.
Oh dear lord.
I got a 7, so that's like what, a 3?
Yeah. And
Around.
when you hit him, you do notice he dodges out of the way. It barely
Mhm.
burns him. Like
That's fine.
there's not much of a burn that he gets whatsoever.
Cool.
And he kind of growls in your direction. And as this happens, the form he's kind of taking, you notice the Goliath appearance flickers a little bit.
Okay.
And underneath, you see, for a split second, a hint of red.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shillelagh just for the next turn.
Okay. So you have Shillelagh up. It is now Spex's turn, who I'm going to roll a perception check to see if he even notices. No, he has no fucking clue. Specs is doing his own thing and is kind of just off to the side, not sure what's happening. So it is now our individual's turn, who, in his rage, you watch as he flicks both wrists and a sword appears in each hand. And he runs towards Kellic with a roar, and is going
That's gonna proc my spell.
So what is the save for that?
Con 15 or half speed.
Con 15. He barely passes. As in, he rolled a 15.
Still takes 6 damage.
6 damage. All right.
Mm.
So you see him stagger a little bit as he's running towards Kellic. Kind of lets
Also,
out a growl.
Until the start of my next turn, any object that isn't being worn or carried in the 10-foot sphere around him requires a successful strength check against my spell DC to be pick up or move.
Anything that wasn't being held or worn, you said?
Yeah, everything
Okay.
around him is pinned.
Which is this room's a relatively open space where he is, so he is good to go.
Yeah.
Good thought. I didn't even realize that was part of the spell.
I was planning on while he's equipping his weapon, casting it, so as he takes it out of his bag, it's not equipped yet. Force it down.
It never came out of his bag.
Yeah.
He had it stored some other way.
Wrist pocket.
He rushes towards Kellic and is going to make 2 swings with his 2 swords.
Is Jotun within 5 feet of him?
Jotun is not.
Okay.
Jotun is about probably 25 feet. He was along the edge of the room near Specs.
Mm-hmm.
The first swing he does at Kellic misses, and Kellic kind of parries the blade without getting himself cut on it, while the prince kind of takes another step back to kind of keep away from the fight. The second, though, however, does strike Kellic in the side, as the first parry allowed him to leave an opening for himself. And
I should have shielded Kellic. I didn't realize he was going to get in the way.
And Kellic takes 7 points of damage. He's a fighter. He's made for this.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Kellic lets out
He takes
a small
7 points?
7 points of slashing.
That's a third of my health.
7 points is a third of your health?
Yeah. Jesus.
And it is then going to kind of sit there for a moment and observe the room before it is now Kosho's turn. Do you need a roll?
Am I rolling for him, or are you doing that?
You can look at Kosho's character sheet, or I can. It's your choice to see what he wants.
I'm gonna let you do that because I don't know his very well.
So Kosho is going to as he notices this this little fight going down, which now Specs has also noticed. He is going to rush forward into the fray.
He's gonna pee poo poo hands him.
Yeah. And he is going to attempt to use an unarmed strike. I gotta make sure that he only gets 1 right now. I don't think he has 2 attacks yet. No, he does have 2 attacks. Yes. He's going to attempt 2 attacks, which I'm just gonna roll in D&D and Beyond with. Okay, the first one does hit. And the second one misses. So he's going to strike this Goliath individual for 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And the Goliath staggers a little bit again from the strike in the rib. And he also is going to use a key point to attempt to stun him. I know he would do that.
Concentration check on the illusion spell.
Yeah, I know. And he's holding it.
What the fuck?
It's every attack counts as a concentration spell.
Yeah, I know.
And he is going to roll he is not stunned by Kosho's attack, so Kosho is going to do 1 more swing, which I will roll on D&D and Beyond because that's what we use. And he misses again as the Goliath manages to kind of parry his fist with the blade. It is now Kellic's turn, who is a bit pissed. Just a bit.
Bitch!
Yeah.
Boom! Insta-kill.
He begins to snarl as he goes for 2 punches. The first one hits, and the second one misses. The first punch, he lands for 10 points of damage. Okay. Wow, this fight is going a lot faster than I predicted in my head.
Oh shit, he's dead.
No, things are just moving really fast, like, on my end. Luckily, I was prepared for this. No. And Kellic is then going to... Yeah, that's it. That's all he's going to do. He's going to kind of hold his ground between the individual and the prince. It is now Jotun's turn, who can make like 20 feet of movement.
Yeah, well, 20 feet and then 5-foot attack range reaches.
Yeah.
So he's going to walk over and... Can he only make one unarmed strike?
He can only make one unarmed strike, I think.
Well, he's going to hit him.
He's going to hit him once. All right, roll that attack.
He's gonna punch his ass. D20 plus 7. He almost crit! Holy fuck! That is a
21, which is a hit.
24. Alright.
24.
He deals 6 damage.
6 damage. A whopping 6 points of damage right there.
Since he hit, can he no, he can't grapple.
No, it's either a grapple or a hit. Okay. This individual's starting to look a little hurt, and his illusion drops. And standing before you, with 2 very large blades, is a half-red dragon veteran. In golden armor, very similar to Sphex's armor, but it is gold. The armor you've seen Sphex use before.
Sphex's armor is from the mountains.
From the Sarthstag. The Sarthstagian armor. And the individual kind of looks to be a tiny bit in a panic. Calder, it is now your turn, though.
Hog. Since he's panicking, I don't really need to give anyone any more weapons, and I will, I'm so sorry. I'll send 4 meteors at him.
All right.
He has to make a 15 dex save 4 times.
That's doable.
That's a pass. That's a fail. That's a pass. That's a pass. So he failed once.
So
and what kind of
4 and then 6.
What kind of damage is it?
2 and
12.
then 3.
15.
The damage is fire damage.
Okay. All right, you graze him with 3 of these meteorites that just seem to slam into the floor. A couple cries and shouts of fear as people are watching this fight going down. The one that hits him slams into his chest plate, and it doesn't seem to burn as deep as you thought it would.
He has resistance.
Haha, perfect.
And I'm trying to do math here, and I'm blanking out so fucking hard. Holy shit. Okay, there we go. That was the number that I was looking for in my head. Awesome. And you hear from across...
Oh, go ahead.
Huh? You hear from across the room a kind of a whistle before a rock comes flying across the room and grazes off this individual's armor as Jabbers is holding a sling in one hand. Something that is very easy to sneak in somewhere. And he looks a little startled as this half-dragon turns towards him and lets out a growl from the rock that was thrown at him.
I would too.
Around this point, you hear Zeldrif, who is on the balcony with the king, enter the room with the outstretching a hand towards the prince, and he shouts the words, "It's time to go." and all him, the prince, and the king all disappear.
Okay, that's fine.
They had a backup. They apparently the king didn't listen to you when he talked about how he said he wasn't going to talk to anyone. Or the prince, I mean. And Orion, it is now your turn. And around this point, the hell is that?
Power.
you see there's about 8 guards in this room. You see 2 other guards, because the other guards who've been watching this fight have their weapons ready but haven't moved in to do anything. You see 2 of these guards both pull out crossbows in their back and begin to fire upon the other guards within the room.
Okay.
And that's a hit. That's a hit. They drop 4 of the guards.
Paused. Fucking big pause.
Mm-hmm.
Which 2 other guards?
Remind me what guards I had told you were in the room. Not everyone has illusions.
Half elf and tall Goliath replaced the 2 that left. Other than that, there is
well, the half elf was one of them, who didn't have an illusion on him at the time, and you assume that's because he was working with the dragon, the half dragon. Yeah. And the other one was, I think there was an elvish person I had told you that was in there. They're both on the same side of the room as the half dragon started on.
Mm-hmm.
There was a whole thing here. There was a plan here, and it went south really quickly for them. So
half elf and what else? The other dragon.
Half elf, and an elf. I'm gonna say, because I don't have the note for that.
How far are they from the big baddie that we're fighting right now?
They're on the other side of the room, so they're about 25 feet from him, because he had walked across the room.
Okay. I gotcha. Okay, this might be a bad play. I'm gonna cast
Fireball.
Invisible?
Between. Huh?
What did you say?
I'm gonna cast Entangle.
Oh, Entangle.
Yeah, in between one of the guards and the dragon, the dragonborn in the middle.
Okay.
That means they have to do a strength check of 14.
You're doing it directly in front of them?
I'm doing it in between them, and it's a 20-foot square starting from the point of the starting from the origin point.
That's pretty good.
So it should reach at least 2 of them, maybe not the third one.
So it's 20-foot radius, or what do you? I don't know this attack. Sorry.
It says it's a 20-foot range. It's a 20-foot square.
Oh, you're okay. You're putting a 20-foot square on the far side of the room of just tangled thorns.
Yeah, between one of the guards and the dragonborn, so it should entangle hopefully 2 of them.
Okay. So they have to roll a strength check against this? Or is it just to move?
It says a creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make the strength check. So I think right now they can.
Okay, so they're just restrained right now.
Yeah, and then when it's their turn, they can make the strength check.
Okay.
And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to use my Wildfire Spirit's Flame Seed to attack the guard that is not entangled.
Which would be the two that just shot at the others, the other guards in the room, are the ones who are entangled. So it is the half dragon you would attack.
Okay.
Okay. So roll. He has to roll a dex save, right? Or is it you do an attack?
No, it's a ranged attack. So it's it is a, what is that? 14.
14.
Yeah.
That misses.
Okay.
It fires a shot at him and it grazes off his armor as he's kind of shifting around in place. Svexu's finally noticed what's going on and does not have his weapons. Is going to cast a guiding bolt. Yes, he's going to cast a guiding bolt at the one of the guards that just started shooting the crossbow. And that does hit for 15 points of damage. And that guard is now glowing, has a faint radiant glow around it as he has struck it with the guiding bolt. And do you know what that means, Orion?
Is that advantage on attacks?
Yes, the next attack on that guard.
Gotcha.
I just wanted to make sure you knew that, and that's a good thing to just let people know. All
Yeah,
right.
I don't think I can do anything about it, but
around this point, you hear Thallow clear his voice or clear his throat. He takes a step forward. I need everyone real quick to roll me a wisdom saving throw. As he's walking up and says the words, "May I offer a suggestion?"
I got another nat 20.
17.
Right, give me a second because for some
You want me to roll
reason,
for Kosho?
yes, let's roll for everyone. So the natural 20 does save. I know that.
Jotun rolls a 9.
Kosho got a 21.
Okay, that passes.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Calder, what did you roll again?
I rolled a 17.
That's a fail.
Oh.
And Jotun rolled a 9.
That is also a fail. I think
Shit,
Jotun's immune to
I'll-
being charmed, though.
Oh, thank God.
Let's check.
This is Thallow
Immune
who's
to
doing
charm.
this, by the way.
Yep, immune to charm.
Okay, so he's immune to charm.
Wait, who the fuck is that?
Thallow is the Dragonborn who showed up and sent Agrog on a quest.
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah.
And he says, "May I offer a suggestion?" And those of you who failed, which is anyone under a 19, is charmed by mass suggestion.
No. Fuck.
And he says, "Why don't we take this little fray somewhere less likely to be destroyed?" And the two guards that are across the room both seem to lower their weapons. The half-dragon does the same. Jabbers and Kellic also seem to put down their guard and kind of turn towards him. And all of them give him a nod. What are those of you not, and including you, Calder? So everyone who is charmed is just kind of under this influence and will not do anything until you guys have gone elsewhere.
Pause. That's not what charmed is.
Mass suggestion?
It's not what charmed is, though.
It is. I think it's considered a charm.
Oh, okay.
The effect that it gives is charm, because it is a type of mind control thing.
Okay, I was like, just because he charmed us doesn't mean we have to listen to him.
In mass suggestion, you do. If you fail the check, you have to listen. No. On the note, so he then begins to kind of usher other people out of the room as the other guards also leave, and he begins to he pulls out a piece of chalk and begins to draw on the ground in a fresh area that doesn't have the vines everywhere. And he is going to cast teleportation circle.
Why don't we just prison these people up?
Wait, who's doing this again?
Hello. He's a good
And
guy.
before it's finished, he gestures everyone to come to the circle, which those of you who are under mass suggestion, come to the circle. Those of you who are not, what do you do? I feel like Kosho would kind of just go with it, because that's just how I picture him at the moment. What are you doing, Orion?
That's a great fucking question. I mean, if I don't go, everyone else is going to just go.
Everyone else failed the check, so.
So how many people are? No, I'm not gonna do that. In mind. I'll just go.
Oh, how big is that teleportation circle? Oh,
Yeah, I was actually gonna say how many people are on the teleportation.
So with the teleportation circle, you can move as many people you can get through it in 6 seconds. Gotcha. Which is a lot of fucking people.
Yeah.
All right, so he finishes the circle. Those who are under the charm jump through, as well as him. Orion and Kosho also do the same. And when you guys are thrusted forward, kind of rapidly pushed through space, I guess you would call it, you reappear within. It looks like the area that you come into looks like it is a field, but where this teleportation circle is, you jumped onto it, is the only stone slab for what looks to be miles in this field, other than the city that looks to be about 5 miles away. There's just a stone slab with this teleportation circle on it in the middle of the field, far from any roads or anything else. And the moment that you all jump through it, the two guards and the half dragon both snap out of their little thing, as well as you guys do. And everyone kind of scatters a little bit. The two guards and the half dragon kind of run a few feet away and stop, feeling a bit confused on what just happened. And we're actually going to reset the order. So it'd be back to you, Orion, as you guys exit this teleportation circle, and the half dragon and the two guards are roughly 20-25 feet away from the teleportation circle where everyone else is at.
Oh shit. Okay, so how many people are on the field?
It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people are out here.
Okay. Oh boy. And my wildfire spirit's with me, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yes. I'll say it would have jumped through. So yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And around this moment too, Thallo kind of steps off to the side and says, "All right, you may proceed," and kind of walks off a few feet and pulls out his loot as he is watching you all continue your fight.
I am going to throw an ice knife at the dude with two swords.
All right. Roll that attack for me.
A 10.
That is a miss, unfortunately. Yep. So he manages to kind of parry it off his blade, and it goes flying off in the grass behind him and kind of explodes some distance away, freezing the grass around it.
Bonus action, I'm going to do flame seed on another one of the guards again.
Okay. Roll that attack against them.
Another fucking 14. Or, yeah, 14.
They manage to... So one of the other guards with the crossbow, as he turns and kind of looks in the direction of this flaming companion of yours, notices the attack coming and manages to just duck out of the way.
God damn it, bro.
It is now Svex's turn, who is going to... I didn't know paladins could know this spell. He's going to try and cast Hold Person on the half dragon.
Oh wait, did anyone else attack the guided missile person?
No one's attacked him yet.
Not yet.
So when I threw my ice knife at him and I missed, I get it.
You threw it at the half dragon, not the crossbow guard.
Oh, the cross. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what about the flame seed?
I will let you actually. You can roll that one again because I actually forgot about the guiding bolt. Not gonna lie, there's a lot happening here, and I'm trying to run like 10 characters.
22.
So that would hit. So roll the damage. There's a lot of. Yes, I'm running too many characters and I'm forgetting things.
That is a 7. It's 7 fire damage.
7 fire damage. All right. So you do end up striking this guy in the chest, and he your little companion at first is preparing to aim, and the shimmer that's coming off this individual seems to almost push it in the right direction to fire the shot. And it meets its mark, catching the dude's chest on fire for a brief moment as he slaps away at the flames. It is now the half-dragon's turn, who is going to slam one of his blades into the dirt before pulling a small vial from his hip and is going to drink it. And he is going to heal for a few points. It's not much, but it is a few points.
Motherfucker just really chugged Estus in the middle of a fight.
It is a bonus action to drink a potion.
Thought it was an action, but okay.
No, I do it as a bonus action. If you have it prepared, to retrieve it, it's an action and drink. But if you have it prepared, like it's on your belt ready to go, I would most of the time I would allow you to drink a potion as a bonus action. And then he is going to run towards the nearest person, who would also still be Kellic, and is going to attempt to strike him with his longsword twice, which both attacks miss. That's kind of crazy.
Damn.
Kellic manages to parry both blades left and right, as he is now kind of acquainted with this individual's fighting style. It is now Kosho's turn, which Kosho, rushing forward, is going to attempt to do 2 unarmed strikes again. First one hits. The second one hits. Yeah, the second one just hits. And he is going to inflict 13 points of damage and is going to spend another key point attempting to stun the individual, who just manages to succeed against his stunning strike. And Kosho is going to go for one more unarmed strike, and that last one is going to miss, unfortunately. Wow, that potion he just drank had just lost all of the healing he just got. It is now it's now Kellic's turn.
Okay.
Who is going to attempt 2 unarmed strikes on this individual. If I can find it, because I'm being dumb right now. First one misses. So he misses both of his strikes against the individual as he kind of dodges Kellic's blades, looking very irritated with the amount of punching that has been thrown in his direction. Yotan. It is his turn now.
Turn?
Yeah, it's Yotan.
He's gonna walk up to the guy and rage and then punch him.
Alright. I will mark that rage off his thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't mark it, and I don't think he rested since the last time he played.
No, so it is marked already,
He also
so that's fine.
didn't pick a feat at level 4, but he selected the feat option. So
I don't think he hasn't been here since you guys got to level 4.
yeah,
I think you guys are at level 5 now.
we are.
Okay, so yeah, that's how long he hasn't been here. We might take him out of the story soon if he doesn't keep showing up. Because I'm not leveling up his character for him because I don't know what he wants to build.
I'm reading what
he gets advantage on the attack, I think. No, he doesn't. He gets a +2 attack to his attack, as in like +2 damage. Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. He can go reckless and get advantage, but then every attack against him is at advantage.
That's fine. He's tanky. It's all right.
So
he's gonna roll it. No, he's gonna roll an attack roll. That +7 +2, 19.
That hits.
He deals 8 damage.
8 damage. So you watch as Yotan just sucker punches this individual. There's a bit of blood, quite a bit of blood. He's looking quite beaten
A
by this
bit,
point.
yeah.
Just a bit, just a bit. That's the only
If you
attack he can do,
attack-
right? Oh,
Hold on. I'm reading his vice grip shit.
it has to be a grapple. I want to say we established. Oh wait, no. If he hits a creature one size larger than inflict
That's
a
not it.
lethal wound, crushing. Oh, he has to use the vice grip as the attack.
Ah, okay. I thought if he punches, he could grapple. I thought that was the thing.
No. Vice grip is based on grabbing a hold of. It's based on grapples.
Okay.
You start with a grapple, and then the next turn you start doing damage. Or I
Yeah,
think you
he
start with
punched.
damage.
He punched in. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, he punched him. That's good. Now it's Calder's turn.
Pog. Calder will throw 4 more meteors.
Okay.
2 at the guy in front, and then 2 at the. Is that the red dragonborn that's in front?
The red half dragon is in front.
Okay. 2 at him, and then 2 at the half elf.
Okay. What is the con save for that?
It's a 15 dex.
15 dex. Okay, the half dragon succeeds in one and fails the other.
So
And
he takes
the half elf.
succeeds 1, so 4, and then 10. So he takes 14 fire.
Okay, and the half elf succeeds in both.
Okay, he'll take.
How many points of damage you say? 15? That's right. Or did you say
14 for the
14?
dragonborn, and
Okay.
then only 5
7.
for the half elf.
Okay.
That's
So the half dragon takes both of the or one of the hits while managing to barely dodge the other one, taking the burn from it passing by, and the half elf manages to shimmy between them as both of them fly, getting mild burn marks across his torso. He's a thin dude. He can pull some matrix stuff.
Yeah.
They are both going to now take crossbow shots. One at you, Calder. The half elf is going to retaliate, and one at Kosho. What's your AC?
Kosho's 15.
15. And what's your AC, Calder? Are you muted? Am I gonna have to look this up?
We're doing 12, sorry. It's 12.
It's 12?
Yeah.
All right, Calder. You are going to take. There it is. You are going to take 11 points of piercing damage from the crossbow bolt striking you in the chest. And Kosho is going to take 9 points of piercing damage, which I will update because no one else can.
Oh, yeah, I can't. I try that.
That was half my health.
Jesus Christ. Do you need me to heal you?
He's a wizard. He's not tanky.
Maybe. You might need to heal me.
And on that note, thinking.
I feel safe enough with half of my HP. If I get down any lower than this, then yeah, I'll need you to
Actually,
heal.
I have a very interesting play for the next round. If I'm close enough to you, or if you can move before your turn before they attack, you might be able to not get attacked by arrows anymore.
And as these two bolts hit Kelder, you feeling extremely winded, being shot in the chest with a fairly large crossbow bolt, and Kosho also taking one to the shoulder. You hear one of the men whistle out loud, and you turn towards the direction of Thallo, who's kind of off to the side, who looks fairly confused before 3 crossbow bolts come flying from the grass and strike him in the back.
Oh god.
Inflicting. He takes roughly 22 points of piercing damage.
Oh my lord.
and lets out a growl as he takes these points before turning in the direction of the grass, dropping his loot on the ground. And you hear. Does anyone speak Draconic?
No.
No.
No,
You
I
hear
don't wanna
him growl something in
matter.
You see him growl something in Draconic as his body begins to change. His head grows in size, his shoulders spread. You hear the sound of flesh tearing, bones popping, and he transforms into an adult golden dragon.
Who does? Thello?
Thallow. And he rushes into the grass towards where the crossbow bolts came from. He's not in your combat, but he's off to the side. This is other things that are happening now.
We're not fighting him.
And on that note,
Pause.
Mm-hmm.
Bryce wants to ask a suggestion, since there's only 2 of us right now,
Yes.
to pause where we are or after combat and continue tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I'm okay with that. If y'all are, I kind of just want to keep doing this and just get this session over with until we find a decent stopping point, not just after combat, because I have so many fucking questions.
Yeah.
I would, as much as I
It's-
would like to do that, I want to get through to the next story arc tonight.
Exactly. And we can just finish it now
Yeah.
if he joins. We could just
Yeah.
get to the next story arc, forget all this information. You don't have to be caught up anymore because we go on to the next quest line. As long as you join in to help us finish it. I mean, it's up to you. If you still have stuff to do, then do it. But I mean, like,
I just finished my stuff, but
yeah, just join in. We're literally like on combat, just fighting dudes. We literally don't know anything else other than what we left off, which was the prince about to be ganked.
Dang.
there for that.
Dang.
Were you asleep that time, or was it the last time that you
No,
were
I had to
asleep?
play drum set both times. One of them
Oh,
was fine.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
We can fill you in if you want to, but we're about to start the next storyline after this session, so just finish it out.
I can
Get your.
join in when the storyline starts.
Well, we're finishing this one tonight, and then we'll start the next one next session. So.
Okay. I feel like that makes the most sense.
Okay.
Because me joining in.
Your character is fighting with us right now, though.
So, I mean,
he ain't doing shit. Jotun walks up to someone and just boom, and then just sits there.
I'm not running their characters beyond what I know. So, on that note, though, while he's continuing his conversation,
You're good. Don't apologize.
Jabbers.
Plus, brain is mush right now after.
Jabbers, you hear him behind you, Calder, as he makes an odd noise for a moment and disappears. And you you can hear him running off somewhere in the grass off to your left.
All you hear is a poof, and then
and then just feet just slapping grass. You see the grass parting a little bit some distance away as he's running through it. And on that note, it's back to Orion. Back to the top of the order with Orion, with X on deck.
Oh god. Okay. So I have this plan that could help Calder not get hit by any more arrows. I'm kind of wondering if that might be the better thing to do here.
do what you want.
Yeah, but I feel like if you could just take him out from the back with a bunch of spells, that might be great. And also, I might be able to.
I have one more round of meteors, but I'm also out of 3rd level spells. So
The joy of being low level. I don't have spells no more.
Oh. All right.
If I get hit one more time, then do your offense right now.
Do my offense because I have warding wind, which means that arrows will have disadvantage on you or I think any range attack.
Just put that in front of us, then. Yeah.
Well, it's only from me. It's out of like it's a 10-foot sphere around me.
Mm.
Yeah,
Just
10-foot
walk
radius.
over to me then.
Yeah, if you're standing next to Calder, it would protect him too.
That's what I was saying. Was I'll walk up to you, cast warding wind. You won't be able to get hit by arrows anymore, and then okay, I'll do that. I'll do that, and then as a bonus action, can I equip my stuff?
You wouldn't be able to equip your armor. You could get your weapon though. I would say out of his bag of holding.
Okay, that's fine.
Because you would physically be the one reaching into his bag. He wouldn't be letting. He was not going to be doing it for you. You're going up next to him and rummaging into his bag. I'm giving you that. That's
fine. I just mainly wanted my. Oh, actually, if I get my crossbow, if I shoot out of it and I have warding wind, do I get disadvantage?
I don't think it affects your attacks because it's your spell. That is an interesting question though.
It's as if it passes in or out of the wind.
Okay, so yeah, you would have disadvantage with your crossbow.
Okay.
Don't bother. That's fine. It's fine.
No, I already cast warding wind just cause, and then I'll get the crossbow. How long does it last? 10 minutes. It's a con spell for 10 minutes.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'll just do that, and then I will end my turn.
All right.
I don't think my wild here can do anything at this point.
He could probably shoot again, but I think that's about it.
I think that counts as a bonus action though.
Oh, gotcha. Svex, on that note, is going to charge the half dragon and attempt to attack him with his great axe. I'm going to also double check that Svex does have an extra attack.
Actually, I can attack with my Wildfire Spirit.
Would you like to?
Did Svex get his
I'll just attack one of the guards.
He did not get his weapon, so it's an unarmed strike that he just did. My bad. He doesn't have his axe. He is an unarmed strike. He's going to punch the guy. Which he missed the first... Yeah, he could, but he missed the first punch. He did hit the second for 5 points of damage. This half-dragon is looking extremely dazed.
So is the half-dragon the main one we're fighting, and then the two guards are...
Yeah, the two guards are working with him, based on what you know.
Okay.
The half-dragon who's looking fairly stunned and a bit... what's the word I'm looking for? Surprised by this encounter.
Which guard looks lower? Or
him.
like...
He's the lowest. The other two guards, the elf looks lower than the half-elf.
Okay, I'm gonna attack the elf with
how? I attacked the half-elf.
And the elf was getting hit with other attacks.
Okay.
I'll attack the elf with my Wildfire Spirit.
Okay.
Which is a 17.
17 hits.
Cool. Let's just hope I get a good hit here. Nope. That's what is that? 4? Yeah, 4 fire damage.
Okay. It burns him pretty well on the side, kind of exposing a bit of flesh from underneath the armor. Is a very charred circle from where the strike hit. Now, with the half-dragon's turn, the half-dragon, who's looking extremely dazed and concerned, is going to shift around without leaving people's range. He's going to shift himself, and he is going to take a deep breath inward. And I need all of you to roll a dex save for me.
God damn it. I got 3.
8, and then raw d20 for Jotun.
What is he doing?
He is
15 for Jotun, 8 for Calder.
okay.
Let me roll Kosho real fast. I really hope I don't fuck him up.
You just murder him.
He got 13.
A 13.
Yeah, that's with
And then I'll roll Spex's real quick, which he got a nat 1.
Yikes.
Kellic got a 19, and Jabbers. Well, Jabbers is nowhere around, so Jabbers didn't matter. He would have passed anyways, though, with that roll. Anyone who rolled less than a 15, you take 24 points of fire damage.
Question: what kind of? Okay, so it's a flame breath, right?
Yes.
I have warding wind up, and it says it hedges out vapor or gas or fog, and it also will extinguish unprotected flames. If it's torch size or smaller, I'm assuming it's not that small.
It is not. This is like the breath of a dragon.
not.
This is passing through.
I'm just wondering if I get like a lower amount.
You're just down. You're not dead. You're down. If it knocked you to 0.
Yeah. Oh wait, no. I resist. Nope.
Yeah, you have a
-1.
resistance. So
I'd
you
still
take half
be at
damage.
-1 though.
You're
It
still
does
down?
not matter. That is more than double my HP.
Wait,
This was his Hail Mary, by the way, because he was fighting for himself.
There's no way that was the Dragonborn that was up front, right?
The half dragon, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, because if it was one of the back people, or if he was in the back, then he would have hit his friend.
No, they're all behind him. That's why they remained back there, because they knew what he was going to do.
Does anyone know off the top of my head if I take less damage? If I don't think I have any resistances.
You don't. If it's not listed, you don't have resistances.
Gotcha. And you said 22?
Yeah, 24. Kosho's looking pretty hurt. Sphex is doing fine.
That was like most of my health.
That was all of my health. What the fuck do you mean? If I wasn't resistant, that would have one-shotted me, plus 2 damage.
All right. On that note, Kosho is going to run over to. Let's see. I want to see what he has here because I want to make sure that this is a potential thing that can be done. Ah, yes. Kosho is going to run over to Calder.
And P-hand me.
He P-hands you for 5 points of health. So you are back up, but you are prone because you did get knocked down.
So my warding wind goes away because I got hit, right?
How much health am I?
Yeah, okay.
You are 5 health. You were given 5 health.
Hey, I can use my crossbow.
And then he is going to get between you and the half dragon, and he is going to use patient defense to kind of protect you, type deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yotan is just gonna punch the man, and on that note, he misses. Apparently the flames. Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. Yotan's down. I am completely wrong. Yotan's down. He's unconscious right now.
Oh.
And I need to
Not
roll
enough P-hands to go around.
Yotan has a special case, which you will all learn about in a minute.
Oh no.
He has a special thing that happens when he goes down. So he passes his first death saving throw. So he is stabilizing. Kellic is the one who's going to punch this half dragon. And he's going to succeed. And you watch as Kellic, in his bit of a feral rage, runs up and just uppercuts this half dragon right in the jaw, and you hear a loud crack. Before he then grabs the head of the half dragon as it's leaning back, and just snaps its neck over his shoulder.
Yeah, try breathing fire now, bitch. I'm gonna throw up my fucking middle talons.
And he is then going to use an action surge to help stabilize Orion for the time being.
I'm not down.
I thought you were down.
No. I had 39 health, so I had 15 left.
Oh. And who went? Nobody went down then, except for
Jotun went down,
Jotun.
and Calder
He is
went
going to try to stabilize Jotun, which
Okay.
he succeeds and gives him an extra success.
Yeah, I'm killing with. I'm just like, damn, they did a lot of damage.
Yeah. That was the Hail Mary, by the way, as I said before. And it's now your turn, Calder, who's back on your feet.
Pog!
Congrats, you're alive.
So he's dead, right?
He's dead. His neck was snapped. He is no more. The half dragon is dead on the ground.
I'm gonna stand up.
I'm gonna say the N-word.
D&D Beyond is lagging. Hold on.
That sounds about right. I have about 20 D&D and Beyond tabs open right now.
Yeah, it crashed.
It's free.
Open back up, Calder. It's like Calder's gonna stand up. D&D Beyond's like, oh no!
The universe crashes.
Oh no, bro.
So, so the half dragon's dead, right?
Yes. And his head is as he hits the ground. You look over at the corpse. You can see the neck parts of the neck, like the vertebrae in the neck, sticking out funny on the side.
Crunchy.
Yeah, he did a crunch, and he's still making a slight gurgling noise as he's dead, but his body doesn't know it yet, type deal.
I'll throw my last 4 meteors.
All right.
2 at each guy.
All right. Let me roll those dex saves. The elf succeeds in both. The half elf fails one, succeeds in the other.
Hold on. 5 plus 7. That's 12. So
Yes.
first guy takes 6. And then the other guy you said fails both.
Yes.
Oh, 14 fire damage. Holy shit. Alright, that's all of my turn.
So you said 14 fire damage?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah.
And on that note, the 2 guards with their crossbows who just saw the one that they were following go down are both going to look at each other and are going to begin to run.
No, they're not. Because I'm going to fucking destroy them.
And they're running in the direction of the mountains, so they're running eastward. Jabbers is going to reappear next to Jotun, because it is his turn currently. And he is going to attempt to stabilize him. I'm going to roll a medicine check for Jabbers, because that's what you would do to help stabilize. That is a success, so Jotun does stabilize. However, when this occurs, let me find the specific notes on this.
Because he's undying, I forgot.
Yeah, he has his undying thing. Why is my scroll wheel not working? Oh, because I'm already all the way scrolled down. That's why. Wait, D&D and Beyond's being stupid. What the fuck is happening? Let me double check that I'm right about this. Yeah. As he stabilizes, and you see him stabilize, his body and gear seem to disappear. And all that has remained is the mask that's lying on the ground.
That doesn't seem very good.
Does not seem pog at all.
It's only Yotan's page that's broken. The fuck?
I have it up, hold on.
No, I can't scroll on it. It wasn't letting me scroll with my scroll wheel. I got it fixed. It's good. But yeah, he's disappeared. You don't know where Yotan is. Like, it's just his mask that's remaining. On that note, it is now Ryan's turn, as these individuals are now roughly they're probably about 90 feet from you.
Cool. I'm gonna fly 50 feet towards them because that's my flying.
God,
I'm gonna fly towards them because fuck you.
and then I'm gonna twin spell my fucking frostbite onto both of them.
What is the range on that?
60 feet.
Oh, frostbite goes far. Okay.
Yep, and it's a Constitution 14 save.
Those are both failures.
Cool.
They rolled really shit for that.
That's a 10 for the first one, and
Okay.
that is a 4 on the second one.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, or actually, hold on. I don't know. Let me check real fast. Yeah, as my flame spirit, then he's going to attack. Where's that? What is it again? I'm gonna attack the second one, like I hit by 4 with my other one. What is it? Why am I not finding this? Yeah, I'm gonna attack the second one that got hit by 4 with another flame seed.
Okay.
Which is probably didn't hit. It's a 9.
That did not hit. You fire somewhere off in the grass, catching a small patch of grass on fire for just a brief moment.
Did I not kill one of them?
No, one of them is looking really hurt though. The other one is mildly beaten up. There's a bit of wear and tear on him and his armor. Vex, who doesn't exactly have the movement speed to catch up, is kind of standing guard. He's not really going anywhere. I know he would chase, but I don't think he would catch up. These guys run faster than him, I'm pretty sure, or just as fast as him, so I don't think he would make it. Kosho is kind of checking on everyone. He's not in pursuit either at the moment. Also around this point, you do hear several roars from Thallo, who, as you guys kind of glance over in his direction, there seems to be a burning inferno around the spot that he tackled. And you also hear what you can only guess to be about 3 to 5 individuals screaming in pain and terror as he is thrashing and tearing at whatever is behind these flames and smoke that you can't see.
Hey.
Oh, hi! You made it.
Yeah.
You're dead.
You went down and you retracted into your mask.
Oh my god. Why am I even here?
You were a part of the story. Also, you didn't level up your character, so that's probably why you went down. But
yeah, I know. I needed to talk to you about it. I just literally have had no time. This job is fucking killing me, man.
I understand that.
But yeah, I guess we can do that after. Do you want me to just mute and then
Just
you
sit
guys
still.
ping
Yeah,
me
if you just want to
I'm
kind
gonna
of
pick up his mask.
if you want to sit quietly and like level up your
Yeah.
character right now, that's totally cool.
I'll mute and then you
Yeah,
guys.
you're
just
level
keep
5 by the
going.
way, so like put yourself at level 5.
Yeah.
All right, on that up, Calder, it is your turn because Kellic is currently sitting in front of this mask, extremely confused on what.
How
just
far
happened.
are they away?
Roughly about 90 feet.
That's within range. Twin spell Scorching Ray.
So 6 scorching rays. So roll 6
Oh
attacks.
shit! I forgot they're all 3. Yeah.
All right. Are you out of
So-
sorcery points now?
Yes, I'm fully out of that shit now. 17, 16, 16.
So those 3 hit. Those 3 hit the first target.
Okay, so let me roll damage. 4 plus 4 plus 6. 14 damage on the first guy.
How do you want to do this?
Definitely.
Just all of them through his head.
Okay, Orion. You see these. You hear behind you,
Huh?
Calder. You kind
You
of
just hear
shout.
whizzes go
You
by.
just hear him shout an incantation as he produces these 3 rays of fire. that just, like comets, just go flying through this man's head, burning it to cinder. There's nothing left but a charred corpse that has no head as it collapses into
Next
the
one
ground.
is 18, 13, and a crit! Oh my god!
So the first and the crit hit, obviously. So roll damage for those.
Hey, can I just say one thing while
Yes.
he's rolling?
The crit
Um,
dealt 17.
Did I get 3 saves in a row without even being here? That's like the biggest dick thing.
You got one.
That's
No, you
so
got
long.
one save and 2 characters stabilized you.
Your
okay,
big
okay.
Chad penis hours.
Yeah, seriously, I was gonna say. All right,
So
go
the
ahead.
crit dealt 17, and
Okay, I
then
saw that.
the other one dealt 10. Oh my fucking god!
Damn,
Wait.
kid.
Ah, I have one more
He is
question.
really hurt. Yes.
He's not down. What?
What's your other question?
Oh, sorry. Did I at least die usefully, or did I
Yes,
just
you
die like a
You were
sack
you were
of-
punching
You
a
punched
lot.
people like 4 times.
You did a
Wait,
lot
what?
of punching.
Help
I
us
didn't
take
hear
out
what
the
Evan
other
said.
person.
You
You-
punched people like 4 times because you weren't level 5 yet. If you were
You
level 5, you would have punched them more.
Did he get a crit punch?
Yes, he did get a crit punch.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, you were holding your own. You went down because of a breath attack.
All right, well,
Imagine if
as
I
my
ate it.
bonus action, no, I'm joking. I'm
Yeah.
done.
All right. Jabbers is not doing anything at the moment. It is back
I
to you,
wanna-
Orion.
Okay, so how far is this guy from me?
Oh wait, they would have kept running, so he would have been an additional.
Well, not one.
So you were 40 feet from him, so now he is 100 feet away because he ran 60 feet.
Still within range.
Still within range.
I can do it again.
135-foot range, I
Oh,
hope you
God.
know.
I am going to.
Non-lethal. We want to question this guy.
Can I non-lethal a arrow?
Yeah,
You can
shoot
non-lethal
him.
an arrow. It's called the calf shot.
Sure,
Or
I'll non-lethal an arrow. Hopefully to
Okay.
pin him to the ground.
Okay.
Please
That's
save.
a 13.
That misses.
All right. Well, cool. Bonus. I'm gonna do my wildfire spirit at this point. Can I non-lethal that attack?
You could knock him unconscious.
Let's roll the attack first.
A
And then-
crit. No, you
Yeah,
kill his ass.
depending on what happens, I will do a dice roll to see if he survives.
What attacks do you
That
have?
was a 19.
That's a hit.
So
Roll
that
the
was 25.
damage.
Okay.
Well, because he rolled so high to hit, his accuracy is better.
Therefore, he
So he
kills
can-
easy. No, just kidding.
No, therefore he can non-lethal easier.
It was a 5.
Okay, so he's still running. He's not doing good. He is covered in burn marks.
Huh?
But he's limping, like severely limping as he's running.
What the hell did this dude have? What the fuck?
Dude, I dealt like 30 damage to him in total.
It is.
I dealt
What have I
way more
done?
than that.
It's gonna go
actually.
back to you, Calder. From you, he's roughly, because it was 90 and then another 60. It's about 150.
130.
So you would have to move up 25 feet in order to hit him with Scorching
Oh
Ray again.
no.
The table.
Actually, I only have to move 10 because I can use my Dragon Shard to move 15 feet.
Okay.
So I'll
If,
move
if
up
you're
a
counting,
little bit.
if you're counting is it Scorching Ray normally 135?
Oh
is it
no, it's
normally
normally
120?
120.
So
Sorry.
it's one. Yeah. So you do need to move up 25 feet, and then
I
the
have
Dragon
that.
Shard moves up 15.
Yeah, I'll move up and cast another Scorching Ray and aim for his toesies.
All right. Well,
So-
roll those attacks.
Uno, 9. Dos. 22.
That hits.
Trace. 21.
Roll damage.
2
Okay.
and 5. So 7.
You
I
are
swear to God.
you are very lucky. On the you overhit him by 1 point, which means
Come
he has a
on.
better chance of surviving this.
Come on, man. I just burnt holes into his calves.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll a d20.
Oh god.
Pause. Orion rushes over to him and starts healing him.
Well,
I can't do that.
But,
let me
but you
explain.
bind him first.
I'm going to roll this. If it is a 7 or lower, he dies. If it is higher than that, he survives. I rolled a 16.
Thank god.
Yes!
So this man collapses on the edge of life. In the dirt.
I'm gonna start walking. I'm gonna start just running over there.
I should be right on top of him at that point.
I'm also-
I will
yeah,
say,
I'm
for the brevity of the situation, you do get to him because he is down.
I just want to tie him up.
I don't have my backpack with me.
I have everything with me.
I'm about to say I have whatchamacallit. I have handcuff, and then I have rope, but I don't have it on me.
All right, so you
Which
guys.
one survives?
It is the elf, the one who wasn't taking damage for most of the fight. So it is the elven man. So you guys are tying him up and then dragging him to the rest of the party who's still by the teleportation circle?
Oh, that's still up.
It's not up. It is a teleportation circle that you can go to.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
So I'm gonna also give everyone their shit back, and then head over.
I guess I can put my armor back on at this point, right?
Yeah, you guys can. So you guys are sitting
I'm
there.
gonna go ahead and equip everything.
Doing that. Roughly about 2 or 3 minutes after you arrive, back at the teleportation circle, Thallo comes wandering over, bits of blood and what you can only assume to be possibly small chunks of flesh on his chest and around his face a little bit as he is slowly wiping them away.
Can I
with a
heal him?
Rag. They're not. It's not his blood.
I know, but like, can I
Me.
heal him?
I have 5 out of 20 HP. What the fuck are you talking about?
Can I heal Calder then?
Yeah, I would heal Calder. I would say you healed him before Thallo showed back up.
Poggers.
Okay.
I'm
gonna
never
do
mind, I
cure
can't make Ghost
wounds.
carry the fucking corpse.
I'm gonna do cure wounds at a 2nd level.
Oh, fancy.
And as
So
Thallo is walking over, finishing
Mine.
wiping his face and kind of looks down at his chest disappointedly, picks up his loot, puts it back into his puts it back on his belt and turns to all of you and says, "Well, that was rather unpleasant, wasn't it?"
Very, very true. We at least have a survivor for questioning. So let's go ahead and head back and make sure the king and the prince are okay.
Evan, did you feel 9?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Like half your health, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Literally only 3 away from half my health.
Wait, hold on.
Only 3 away from half your health.
Yes.
Hey, Tyler, this is a really odd question, but he is a dragon, correct?
He's dragonborn.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Based on what you tell, he is a dragonborn, but the changing into a dragon thing is an odd thing.
Okay.
Because based on your knowledge, polymorph doesn't allow you to do that.
He's a bard?
Dragon.
And he's a bard.
Huh. A dragonborn bard. Interesting. I know another bard that's kind of like a dragon, but he's more like a barbarian.
Dragon
But he's more
across your face.
But he's more like a barbarian. I'm so fucking done, bro.
I think you know who I'm talking about.
Rat dog.
Rat dog, yes. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, I have a friend I met in my travels a while ago. Looking like a dragon.
You know this dude that I ran into at one point?
Yeah, he's got fetal alcohol syndrome.
Fetal alcohol syndrome. 5, 6. Okay. He comes up and he looks around at all of you and says, "Well, are we all ready to get back then?"
Yes, sir.
And he goes over to the guy you just collected and grabs a hold of him.
Wrist pocket. No.
Gestures for all of you to get close and snaps a finger. And you guys all instantly teleport back into the castle, but you are now in the prince's quarters, in the lower level, in that the main lounging chamber that you guys normally spent time in. And he very bluntly tosses the dude to the side and kind of wipes his hands together, kind of, as if like he had dust on his fingers. Lets out a irritated grunt and heads upstairs.
Oh shit! I need to read my spell before I fucking go home.
So you guys are now in this room with the prisoner that you have.
I'll take him, and I'll go and try and find the prince.
You're bringing the guy with you?
Yeah. I'll try and find like the prince or Agorog or someone.
Roll a perception check.
Can I roll perception check?
Yes, you can roll a perception check as well.
13.
I got a 9.
13. You initially kind of wander out into the courtyard for a minute and look around and head back inside for a moment. It takes you probably roughly 20 minutes to wander down into the library, where you do find the prince, the king.
That would have been the first place I fucking went. What?
Due to the perception check, you didn't go there first.
What? Why the fuck would I not go to the place that we've been the most?
Because the prince has often gone upstairs when something's happened.
We came from upstairs.
Oh, I'm fucking stupid.
No. You guys were in the lounge area, not the top floor. You were on the first floor. Normally he goes up to like the third and the fourth.
Go down and
I'm so
go all
dumb.
the way up. Okay, whatever.
It's fine.
It's fine.
All right. You head down there though, and the king, the prince, and Zeldrif are down there talking amongst themselves. Before.
Quick question: when you ask for us to roll perception, can I use my passive perception to like get information?
Technically, I do allow it at times. Yeah, if you're like you're actually looking around for something, I'll often just tell
ask
you
before you roll. Not
Yeah, I didn't.
I rolled bad. Let me use my passive.
So here's the tip for this: if I go into a situation, start talking about something, you can ask, "Do I notice anything strange with my passive or something like that?"
But don't ask with your investigation because you'll say, "Go fuck yourself."
My investigation and my perception are the same passive.
Good.
Anyway.
Fuck you.
I got that bird mentality.
Bad bird mentality. As you go down there, they all kind of look surprised that you come down with one of the guards, since they didn't see this guard doing anything wrong. And the prince steps forward and says, why do you bring us one of the guard?
He was one of them that were after your head. Him and another one started firing into the crowd of guards when y'all escaped. I came to bring him as the only prisoner that we captured because it got a little hairy. And
tenacious bastard would fucking die.
I wanted to find somewhere to put him for questioning, and I was thinking, who better to ask other than what's his name? Fucking Garrison.
Zeldrif steps forward and says, I can take him somewhere.
Please let me know where he is. I would like to ask him a few things. But thank you.
All right. Well, if that is the case, I will take him to another room for the time being. I plan to take him to my tower. I think I can extract a fair amount of information from him there. And
if I may ask, I could come to your tower and you could just take him there already. No, I don't mean to intrude on anything, but
not that guest wouldn't be nice at the tower. Another who lives there doesn't always take the most kindly to guest.
I understand. It's okay.
But I will have him upstairs, in the same place we kept Jericho. He takes
Sounds
the
good.
individual from you and heads upstairs.
Pog.
And, yeah, the prince kind of lets out a sigh, taking in everything that's happened. And he says, well, I guess you all deserve a reward for once again having my back and helping this kingdom.
Well, as long as we are here, we will help to keep you safe. You are the person that is paying us, so.
That is a relief to hear.
Because no one actually from the party is from this area of the country. So it really matter if he fucking lives or dies. It's
Might as
fine.
well.
I'm not gonna say that.
And he says, well, if you wish to get cleaned up and rest for the night, I will have your reward in the morning.
Long way?
How
Sounds good.
does 500 gold pieces apiece sound for this simple deed?
Adequate.
Uh,
Did you say adequate?
Just no emotion.
500?
Adequate.
He's the prince, and we saved his life, and he's only giving us 500.
It's adequate, Calder.
That is 5 people he's giving it to, so he's giving 2,500 gold pieces. Actually, no, he's giving 3,500 gold pieces because he's also giving 500 to Jabbers and Kellic.
Fine. Adequate. You are most gracious, my prince. Have a great night. And then
You're not gonna collect for me, bro.
Yeah. Well, no, that's tomorrow morning. At
Yeah,
night, you'll regen. I have you in my backpack, so you'll fucking like shimmy out and then just spawn beside me.
Does that mean I don't get paid still?
No, you get paid. You'll get paid. It's gonna be in the morning. He knows you're there. He knows you exist. He didn't see you disappear. He just doesn't see you now because it's only 2 of them down there. The rest are upstairs doing their own thing. All right. So
I don't even care.
he gives you a nod, and the king, who's standing near the back quietly, just watching the endeavor, and he kind of steps forward and says, you have my thanks for saving my son twice.
Damn right I do. No. I'll say, no, please, it isn't necessary, King. We are under your kingdom for right now, so we will do what we must. But if he also wants to throw some 500 our way, I would not complain.
May the bards sing your name for years to come. Pat you on the shoulder and kind of heads up the stairs.
Damn, that wasn't money. No, I'm kidding.
Single tear rolls down Calder's cheek.
I check my shoulder if he put money on it, and it's not there.
There's a single gold piece.
Oh, fuck! There's a girl in my head. Calls me Stud Muffin. What are you doing in my house?
Is that a Duke Nukem line?
No.
Or one of the ones that's like the Duke Nukem voice? Alright. On that note, though, what do you wish to do for the last like few hours of the day? This little
Fucking
endeavor.
long rest. What?
Take a long rest. All right.
Actually, I want to go out to the hedge that I was talking to during the festival and bring him more water.
All right. You deliver water to the hedge. Did you use speak with plants?
No, I have. What is it?
Yeah, you did.
No, I have a language that lets me speak to plants.
Oh, they just understand you because you're druid. That's right. Yeah, so
I have a bunch of. I'm like 5 languages deep on this character.
Yeah, you give water to this bush, and it seems to greatly appreciate it, based on what signs you can tell from it.
Nice. He turns his little branches into a heart.
It's just 2 leaves grow out into the shape of a heart.
Exactly. What kind of tree is it? Which kind of hedge is this? I need to know.
The nice
But
trim kind. I don't know. I don't know my bushes.
I'm then going to go long rest.
All right. So you all
I'm-
take a long rest, resting
rest.
within the chambers the prince had given you
Long rest time.
for the last 7 days. Yeah, 7 days. I had to do the math in my head.
It just felt so much longer than 7 days.
Damn, Specs isn't here, so this isn't going to apply to him. Calder and Kosho. Calder, I need you to roll 2d6 for me, I think.
Oh, fuck.
I think. Give me a second. Let me double check that I am doing this correctly.
Plus proficiency or no?
Nope, nope, you're not going to roll anything. Just kidding. I lied. I'm a liar. It's okay. Calder.
And a fraud.
Yes, I am a fraud. You're right. You figured it out. We got to end the channel. It's over. It's all done. No. Calder. In your night sleep, you and Kosho both have dreams. Calder, you in particular. Your dream comes in a bit hazy. Hazier than your normal dreams, and something about it seems real or familiar. You find yourself standing within a room, looking into a large glass window overlooking what looks to be a sort of pod within the next chamber over. The pod appears to be what you could only describe as bits of pure light and darkness. A mixture of dark purples, blacks, and blues swirling around with whites, soft pinks, and yellows that seem to be encircling a sort of body. A creature that, from where you're standing, you can't identify. It is just a blurred mass within this pod. And you feel yourself run your hand over pages of a book. And as you slowly glance down towards it, the book is familiar to you, and it takes you a moment to realize it, but it's your father's spellbook. One of the gifts he had given to you once you had graduated. And opened in it, you can see part of a ritual. Though your memory seems a bit hazy, as part of it is blurred from your sight, but what you can tell from it by the short period you are looking at it is a spell of creating something of great power. But before you get too deep in the spell, there's an explosion. You are knocked backwards. Your vision goes white for a minute from the searing pain from whatever caused this explosion, and you find yourself laying on the ground about 20 feet or so from this window. Glass shattered around you. Outside this window, your vision blurred, you see what looks to be a floating figure just on the other side. And the book that you were looking at, your father's spell book, seems to be slowly being consumed by some sort of dark flame. And as you reach out to touch it, it it burns at the tips of your fingers, and you quickly pull your hand back before the vision fades. You wake up. Oh no, it's Kosho is the other one who's supposed to have it, who's also not here. So we're gonna wait for these for another time. But okay, so yeah, you're the only vision for this one because the two people that had visions are the two that couldn't show up. But yes, that is the vision you had.
Damn.
No vision for me.
No vision for you, unfortunately. I'm working on yours. Damn. That was a lot of information, wasn't it?
That was good. Yeah.
You know what
That
the
was
best part
really
about
good.
that was? Is I have a description. I didn't read the description. I just kind of went with it. But on that note, so now you are all awake. And when you wake up, you guys all kind of stir around the same time. One of the king's guards comes up holding... Actually, a few guards come up. Each holding a different tray of various items. Three of them seem to have plates for breakfast. Various eggs and sausages, various, breakfast foods, while the last is holding a tray with several large satchels that seem to be filled with coin, the 500 gold pieces you were each promised.
Mhm.
And everything is distributed out to you. You all are given your breakfasts, slowly eat before you are escorted from the building out into the courtyard and out the gate.
Damn, we got evicted.
With food though, so
One of the guards hands you a small scroll, which within the scroll it is a simple letter of thanks from the prince, as well as a potential job that you can pursue now that the festival is over and the prince is safe. The job, as is listed, is in the city of Grimscar, which is about a day's journey away from Grandhelm. There's a woman there by the name of Belle who is looking for a group to help her with a job. Something with involving
Am I alive
a
at this
mad. You're back. You are back.
Can I just say my first words here and go, wow, this is odd, a loose string of quests that seems like they're weirdly connected even though they're not at all. It seems like there's a god overwatching our universe, slowly leading us in some way, guiding us with his hand.
Ka-think. What was that? It sounded like dice. You're hearing things. Just like, oh no.
That's literally Specs. He
Yeah.
hears dice everywhere.
Oh fuck, that's right. That's funny.
And after handing you this, another guard turns and says, I was given this morning as well. It is a small letter with a wax seal. The wax seal, even with your knowledge, you've never seen a wax seal that looks like this. It is a simple, almost looks like 3 claw marks through the wax, with almost bits of black fur mixed in. And it's a very odd seal. You've Calder, being the academic type, have seen plenty of wax seals in your time.
I was straight up gonna be like, it's a wax seal with the letter N on it. I was just gonna be like, fuck! I was gonna fucking rage.
She's back. No. Do you open the letter?
Fuck yeah, I do.
All right. When you open the letter, you find written inside a very short message. No indication on who is the sender of this letter. Only the words that say, I expected you to have trouble with the first letter, but that was the plan. The game is only fun if it takes time.
Pause. Are you gonna have this written down for me to copy paste?
I will copy and
Cool.
paste it over to the chat eventually.
I'm not writing it in then.
Yes. It says, no instant gratification like that Prince would expect from his subjects. So here is your next message. I found a note left behind by those before me that says, and now time only numbs what we've experienced. And that's all that's written on the letter. Very subtle, very simple, and based on your knowledge and your sage self, you assume that this has something to link with the very first letter you got, and here's the message that you had gotten way back a long time ago, like 10 days ago. But Now, on that note, the day is yours. You have potential work in Grimsgar and a city that awaits you if you so choose to ignore the quest. Around this point, too, as you
I
guys
don't
are
know.
as you guys are all standing out, just several feet away from the gate, kind of debating on what should be done next. Kellic kind of steps forward and says, "So, where to?"
I have a few stops in town before heading out, but we should probably invest in some sort of carriage because walking a day's journey is a little boring. So, up to you guys what y'all want to do, but I have a few places I need
I
to.
concur.
I concur.
Um,
I wouldn't argue with that. Lead the
yeah,
way.
I don't think I have anything to do.
Any kind of gestures for you to lead on.
We're just gonna get a carriage, right?
Yes. So, if you guys wish to get a carriage, it wouldn't be hard to find something. You would be able to. We're not going to RP this for sake of brevity. You could get a carriage for about 20 gold pieces, and then if you wanted 2 horses with it as well, that would probably rack you another 10 gold pieces, roughly.
I will not contribute.
Damn.
Apparently, he's become British.
British,
Just
yeah.
be a total posh Ethel.
Can I? Oh wait, actually, I don't think I can.
What are you trying to do?
I was gonna see if I could talk to the animals, but I do not have whatchamacallit.
You don't have to speak with animal.
I don't have it. I got rid of it.
All right. Is there any other stops you have other than the carriage? Because you guys can also split up and then meet up.
Yeah, I was gonna go see Divian.
Okay. So who wants to go to the carriage and who wants to go get not the carriage, the cart? It wouldn't be a carriage, you would be getting a cart. Who wants to get the cart and who wishes to go to Divian's?
Go to where?
Divian is the magic shop guy.
Magic Man.
I'll go get the card.
Damn, Jabbers is rich. Fuck.
How much was the card again? 20?
Yeah, it would be 30 for the cart and the horses.
That's fine. I'll go get that.
Okay. So you head wide. Orion goes and gets the cart. Kellic and Jabbers joining him, as well as Svex and Kosho, for the sake of me not having to track them. I'm such a bad DM. It's fine. You enter Divian's shop. At the moment, he seems to be in the back. Upon you entering, you hear a few things break. And him going, "Oh, shoot." Starts moving around in the back. You can hear glass sliding on the ground. But he seems to have not noticed you've entered.
Mhm. I'll just like, how's it going? Long time no see.
Here, oh, 1 second. You're him moving about us for a second. Sounds like he's dumping glass into something, and he comes around the corner. The shard, his dragon shard familiar, following behind him. He says, "Oh, it's great to see you again. Any progress with your familiar?"
Well, I haven't been able to unlock any of its powers, or whatever you say, but I have been able to use it a lot, and I feel like I'm on the breach of finding something that it has that I haven't, you know, used so far. So
Oh, really? Do you have any ideas of what that might entail?
well, I feel like the shape of it has something to do with it, and I've been trying to use some spells, but in reality, most of the spells that I cast, you know, use like magic missile, cast only 3, but the familiar has 4 edges, so I was trying to do something with that, but no luck. I'm probably going to just keep messing with it and seeing if I can unlock anything. Have you made any progress with yours?
Still figuring out how to use the one spell that I mentioned before, uh, that
You're
Draconic
scrolling, you're
Bolt.
finding it to it.
I'm looking. I'm looking. There's 100 pages of notes here. I got so much shit everywhere. um, bruh, why am I? There it is. There, that's it. That's the one. Found it. Yeah, he says I've been working to perfect the draconic beam that I had told you about before. Um, it's a little tricky. I've had a couple of misfires.
Oh
He
goodness.
kind of lifts his shirt a little bit, and you can see there's a bandage that is covering what looks to be a slight burn. And he says
Well,
it might have shot backwards at one point.
do take care when practicing. I wish to hear from you again.
Yes, I
Maybe
will
not.
let you know. But
Well, my party and I are heading off. I feel like staying here would only limit what we have at our disposal. So I will be in contact with you soon
look
through
forward to
the,
hearing from you.
of course. Um, Thank you for everything. You've been a great help, and it's been nice to talk to another mage
Oh, same
that
here.
that understands everything.
You've definitely made my work a little more interesting.
Hopefully for the better.
Oh, well, I don't think any kind of magical discovery has ever been bad. Well, never mind. There are a few, but the
Anything
ones
you do, I feel, is always for the best.
I'm literally a walking corpse. What are you talking about?
says, well, I try my best.
Do take care, and I'll go in for a bro hug, one of those pat on the back 15-time hugs.
He accepts,
Fuck yeah.
and it's epic. No,
Epic emotional moment.
you just see in big text, bro moment, bottom text.
But I'll wave goodbye and I'll head back, and I'm gonna go to see Garrison as well before I leave.
All right. You head over to the tower. Guard
If
standing
anyone else
post.
needs to do anything, I have to pee. So
Does anyone
if you
else
want
wish
to
to do anything while he's squeezing the lemon?
shit, I have to go talk to the fucking half elf or the elf.
That's
Fuck,
right. Well,
yeah.
you can do that now. Yeah, that'll be this time. Do you want to do it right now before you pee?
Pause. Hold on. I'm writing down the lore into a Word document named "Fuck You, Tyler."
That sounds about right.
Yeah, the Silver Dragonborn was teamed with the half elf and red half red
Based on
dragonborn.
what you could tell, the silver dragonborn was the red half dragon because of the illusion that he had been holding.
Okay, cool. That is all.
Yes.
I'm gonna go piss. I'm gonna go to the guy first, the elf first, and then to Garrison. But I'll be right back.
Okay. While Calder's doing that, does anyone else have anything they wish to do?
It's been a while since the last session. I just can't remember if I have any business with that guy as well. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure I don't.
I don't think you have any business with anyone except for Calder.
All right. Well,
Based on my knowledge,
that was rude. Okay.
no,
I didn't
no,
need you
no.
to call me anti-so. No, I'm kidding.
Your character literally doesn't speak. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm sorry. It's
Honestly, seems like a personal attack that you may be like, I don't know, projecting.
Yep, that's
No,
it. My
I'm teasing.
introvertedness is attacking you. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Orion, what about you? You got anything?
Not really, honestly.
Do you wish to
I don't.
speak to an NPC? Do you wish to talk to a party member?
No, I don't think so.
I
Actually,
don't.
I'm gonna
I
do
dare you to talk to me.
one last thing. I'm gonna go back to the castle and find the head of the guard that taught me how to use the archery,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna thank him, and then I'm just gonna be like, "I'm off. If you have any other tips to tell me, they'd be much appreciated."
The guard, after you thanking him, it was a him, right?
Yes, I think so.
Remembering, yes. I don't want to switch genders out of nowhere. That would be really sad.
Gender fluid.
There is no gender anymore. We just exist. No. Um, they say, well, it was a pleasure. I am unfortunately busy today due to the events of yesterday. But if there is a time and you are around, I would be happy to
I appreciate it.
give you more.
Thank you, Senpai. Oh, please.
I'll give you a nod. Around this time while you did that, because you guys have the cart and Kellic and Jabbers are kind of sitting with it outside of the gate.
You said it was 30 gold?
It was 30 gold pieces, yeah.
Gotcha. I'm gonna remove that from my thing.
Calder, why he's
pay you back later.
while he's doing that, you head into the tower for one last time, telling the guard exactly what Zeldrif had told you. And you head up there and you find Zeldrif sitting in a chair just outside of the cell, kind of tapping a foot and reading a tome. Seems to have been waiting.
I'll walk up and apologize for making him wait. I didn't realize that we would have been ushered from the castle, and I had to make a stop while I was on the town.
Well, that would explain your delay, and I accept your apology. Says, and he closes his tome and stands up and gestures for you to enter the cell where the individual is sitting on the floor in the middle of the cell, arms still tied behind his back.
Fog. All right, I'll walk up. Jotun, are you with me? Jotun,
Huh. Sorry.
are you with me?
What'd you say?
Are you with me?
Are you
Yeah.
following Kelder?
Cool.
I think that's just like I think it's a given by I think it's a given by this point.
Yeah, I'm like
He's like
I'm
your
more like a
familiar.
I'm like that dog at this point.
So I'll have him kind of like stand behind me like a looming giant, and I'll I'll go up to him and I'll kneel.
You should
in front of
use
him.
my intimidating presence to your advantage. I'm just
I
saying.
am. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I am. I'm gonna go up to him and I'm just gonna say, "Listen, all I want are answers. Now, I don't want to kill you. You saw what I did to try and keep you alive out there. So, it's your choice. You can either die right here, painfully, slowly, or you can give me answers and the kingdom can choose what to do. You know, you'd be in prison, getting nice meals, probably doing some service for the king and the prince. I know you're against that, but be better than not being alive. So,
roll a persuasion
answers
check.
or death. I'm gonna do persuasion with
I'm gonna
advantage.
I'm gonna give you advantage because you do have a looming presence over your shoulder.
13 and 17. Hell yes.
He seems to contemplate for a decent number of seconds, kind of looking at you with his one good eye, the other one a little swollen, as it seems he has been beaten a few times since you last saw him.
I have torture methods ready right now. I hope you know that, Tyler.
Yes, I know. He's looking at you with his one good eye at the moment. And you hear a very loud gulp. Or he kind of lowers his head a little bit, and he says,
It's literally like he's thinking, he looks at me, looks at Zeldriff, then looks at Jotun and gulps.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And just like, what do you want to know?
I just want to know who you're working for, why you tried to pull such a stunt, how long you've been doing this, because y'all guards go through training, and just your reasoning behind why this happened, basically.
To be honest, the fellow you killed paid very handsomely. Not better than what the royal family was paying.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, this wasn't supposed to go this way. Promised this would be easy. I guess he was wrong.
Bunga bunga.
Intimidation. Booga booga.
He dies of a heart attack. No.
No!
No, my answers.
Do you know his reasoning why he wanted to do this?
He was hired from Sarthstag. Something about ruining the royal family here, possibly starting a war. I don't know.
And the plot thickens.
He didn't give me too much information.
And you're talking about this half-red dragonborn that was slain on the battlefield?
Yes, the one your friend snapped the neck of.
I will grieve the loss of your friend out of pity.
I wouldn't call him a friend. More
Co-worker.
an employer.
So you were a guard that got paid by him to turncoat? Were there any others?
You killed the other.
And
At
that
least
was it.
the only one that I knew of.
I see. You captured the wrong fucking guy. I'll ask him, why not go after the king's head? Why go after the prince?
It was his curse that made it easy. And those running Sarthstag thought it'd be fun to keep the king alive.
I see. So you know stuff about Sarthstag. Do you know who employed your employer?
Person who employs everyone over there. The cardinal.
Mm-hmm. And he's higher up in their government, military sort of thing? Or is this a under the table operation?
He runs everything. And it was under the table. Well, until now. They're probably going to kill me.
I'll try and
Now
put
that
a
you just
word
like
in
blurted it out, Calder.
since you've been
Thanks.
so good. Okay. I need to look at the world map real quick before I make a decision.
Are you just going to let the wizard take me?
Well,
He's kind of
he'll take
eyeballing Zeldorf now.
Zeldorf. Yeah. I'll say he'll try and take some more information out of you via magic and not just interrogating you, but obviously you've told most of what we need, so
I'd rather die than go with him. Please. Now he's looking at you.
yeah. I'll look to Zeldrif to see if he'll say anything.
He... No emotion. He's just standing there, arms crossed, kind of watching this unfold. You kind of get a hint, though, that he is, based on his demeanor, he is trying, without saying anything, he is pretty much saying, give him no pity.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I'll ask if you're scared of him taking the truth from you forcefully, then there obviously has something to do with you not telling me everything.
I don't know anything else, I swear.
Your word is about as good as the dirt around this castle. I'm sorry to say, but since I am no longer an employer of the prince, I have no power as well. And I'll stand up and I'll walk away.
Do you hear him muttering under his breath? Zeldrif kind of gives you a nod and enters the room.
Do I know what he muttered?
It's mostly
Just
curses, fearful remarks,
Please.
or him just saying no, 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 and shit, no, kind of deal. Zeldrif walks into the room. Are you just leaving the building, or are you gonna?
I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go to. Fuck. I want to go to the Prince and Garrison now.
Okay. And as you are walking away, you hear a quick whoosh type noise. And as you glance back, the chamber appears to be empty.
Yeah. Sorry, cuz. Can't help you.
Man, he did.
You're in a whole nother fucking world now.
All right.
I was trying my best to like get information from him, and
If you want to roll an insight check for me real quick to get a feel for possibly based on what you can tell, he told you everything he knew.
Yeah.
Huh.
I feel like he was leaving shit out.
Imagine that.
But I didn't want to torture him just cuz it takes time out of the session.
Do you wish to speak with Garrison?
I'll torture him.
He's
I know
gone.
you will. Listen, no. I have a endless decanter of water.
Just,
Yeah, but
I'm
I'm
gonna
me.
waterboard the fuck out of him.
just
But I'm
waterboard him
me.
for all of eternity.
Yeah, but you also are Yotan. I understand that. I'm gonna go find Garrison first.
All right. He's pretty simple to find. He's sitting in the library, as he normally
Fuck
does.
yeah.
He is currently taking notes as you enter. You see, because you are the first in the room, you do see him in his true form. An ear twitches before you watch as he shifts into his elven form and closes the book as Yotan enters the room. He looks up and he says, Calder. What is the pleasure?
Well, we're leaving soon, and I wish to say my goodbyes and also see how you are. I talked to the prisoner of war that we had and found some information, and I wanted to see if you knew anything about it since you've been here for quite a while.
I'm intrigued.
Where exactly was the prince whenever he received his curse?
Hmm.
He mentioned something a while ago, a few days ago, about swamps, but I was just double checking.
Based on the knowledge that I have of that encounter, mainly because I've only been here for shorter than he has had his curse, it was him insulting a witch that had wandered through Grandhelm, I believe. It was here, but
I
he
see.
accidentally insulted her, and she did not take too kindly to the act.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I wanted to see if we could cross-trace anything back to Sarthstag.
Sothstag.
The prisoner was telling about how the order on the prince's head was from them, so I needed to see if there was anything that the prince had done that would force a hand like this. The man was talking about war, so
Well,
large.
based on what I've heard about them from, well, another of my kind, that's just who they are. Always looking for a fight. Always looking to find power where others have already claimed.
I see. Hmm. Well, I just wanted to see if there was anything that you knew about it before leaving. We are apparently going to somewhere called. I can't read it off the map. Hold on, let me go to my notes.
Grimscar.
Grimscar. So we'll be near, but not as near as normal.
That is an interesting town. I wandered through there a few years back.
Anything in particular catch your eye?
Odd facility along the edge of the town. Probably the thing that you're being told about. Probably the thing that whoever has given you this job is wanting you to investigate.
I see.
You won't be the first
Well,
to go in there.
hopefully we will be the last. And another thing, I know you've been around Obscurus for a while, and I wanted to know if you had any knowledge on this, and I'll present to him just the seal of the letter.
He gently takes it from you and looks it over closely. Waving at one point, waving a hand over it, and as you can identify, he casts the spell Identify.
Mm-hmm.
He looks a little confused and says, this seems to just be a seal, but there's something strange about it. I can't seem to trace it back to its owner. Which is strange. There's no magic on it. They must have something that prevents me from doing so. He hands it back to you.
I was just wondering if you had seen anything similar. I have received a letter before coming to Grandhelm from I feel like it's the similar person, but always talks in cryptic messages and how I will see him soon, but not see him.
You
So,
have the letters.
I do actually. I have both. I'll hand both of them to him.
He reads them over quickly, kind of
Magically reads them over fast.
Yes.
Ah, yes, magic.
No, he's this individual. You know, he's ancient. He's been reading for a long time. His reading level is like 10,000.
At least 7th grade.
Yeah, at least.
At
At
least 7th grade,
least
because
10th grade.
none of us are really there. But yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Um.
I mean, what even is a semicolon? Am I right, guys?
The hell
Fuck
even is that, bro?
Amsterdam.
This man's speaking in semicolons. What the fuck? No. All
I
right.
mean, anytime I see Japanese.
Man, this be doing numbers. Now he hands him back to you and he says, "They are quite strange." He says, "I will say it does have something to do with those last little bits. I can tell that
That
much,
I've
but
assumed, but
it has to be something with the lettering. Maybe a pattern. I don't know. It's odd. It seems random, but almost planned at the same time."
thank you. I'll look into that a little deeper.
And gives you a nod. Says, "Is there anything else?"
No, I will talk to you later, and I hope you have a grand time here at Grand Hill. Oh, I've been holding on to that one.
He
No,
doesn't know how to respond.
I'll give him a nice handshake and
Immediately
wish-
kills himself.
yeah, I'll wish him good fortune in his research, and I'll head up to find the prince.
And he regards you in the same way and bids you safe travel before reopening the book that he was putting notes in and continuing to write. And you guys all get back together outside the castle at the cart, where Kellic is behind the reins with Jabbers sitting next to him. Jabbers looks very excited. Kellic's just kind of ready to go. But Jabbers, for some reason, looks extremely ecstatic to be going elsewhere.
He was born there. Oh. He's like, fuck yeah, we get to leave this dirt bag.
He's gonna go somewhere else. Fuck yeah.
Hollow. You get it, Tyler.
Did you call me Tyler?
Did you get my joke, Tyler?
What did you say?
He's like, fuck yeah, we get to leave this fucking dirtbag place. It's left me feeling a little hollow.
What the fuck was that?
We're in the wrong campaign for that joke, bitch. We are in the wrong campaign. All right. Well, you guys begin to travel.
Hold on. Something just broke in our kitchen. Let me investigate this.
Yeah. That's absolutely bonkers.
Yes, he broke the chair!
Remember, I had a friend who had a busted wooden chair, and he would every time between each league game, he would like put it back together by hand.
That sounds about right.
Fucking hilarious! Like you could hear him beating it back together with his hand.
It's awesome. Well, I'm gonna continue my explanation, even though he's not here. What's going on? Maybe he's back. He's back.
Orion is also downstairs. Bryce Bryce broke the like middle cross section of our chair.
Of course.
A while back, like a day or two ago, and one of our other friends was sitting in it, and it just completely broke the leg, and he just fell backwards.
Fantastic.
That was not Pog.
All right. You guys begin your journey towards Grimscar.
Or are we heading?
Grimscar. From Grandhome.
Arc 2. These
As you,
nuts in your
yeah,
mouth.
as you guys, actually, who would like to keep watch on this days of journey? Because you will
Of
get there by
course.
the end of the day.
Shit ass.
I got
passive
it.
perception, So.
Okay, Yotan's got it. Anyone else wish to keep watch or?
Won't y'all get tired? Just don't even worry about it if you get tired.
Well, it is a full day. You guys are just traveling for a day. It's not like you're gonna rest anywhere.
Okay. I'll take half of a watch, and then I'm guessing.
So
Svex
the way you guys can do it,
will
if
do
you
it.
guys want to watch, it's just the drive. Like you just be keeping vigilant while driving. You can either both of you roll a perception check, or one of you can roll with advantage because the other is assisting.
What is your modifier for perception?
Can I roll or
Plus
no?
5.
What's
You
going
can
on?
you
Yeah,
can you
you
can
roll
do it as
twice.
well.
What'd you say?
You roll twice because I only have a +1.
Which what are we doing?
Perception check if you want to roll it. Yoten's doing it with advantage because Calder's
Yeah,
helping
he
him. But
hasn't.
if everyone
Well,
wants
he
to
hasn't
keep vigilant,
decided if he's watching with us too. I might get a double advantage.
that
Well, I
doesn't.
didn't
That's
even
not
know
a
what.
thing.
I had to step away.
It's a thing if
So we're heading over
if we
to
make it a
Grimstar
thing. You're the
now.
DM here, Chief.
Advantage and disadvantage don't stack. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, depends who you ask.
Well, if that existed, I could give you guys like 20 disadvantage, and I don't think you would enjoy that.
And I
Pause.
do my passive perception.
Only stacks on advantage.
I'm gonna stop you right here, Chief. Is this what the end of Arc 1?
This is the end of Arc 1. We're starting the beginning of Arc 2, just like the initial telling you what you're going to be doing.
Right now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna copy paste all of my notes and post them somewhere and send it into the chat.
Cool.
This is before everyone joined the party as well. So
Yes. I'm blanking out what I was saying. Yes. Are you giving Yotan advantage? And then Orion, you can also roll a perception check without advantage, just a straight perception check.
Can I use passive on that one?
Sure, we'll go with that.
All right, that's a 13 passive.
Yotan, roll your perception check with advantage.
12 and 15.
I just want y'all to guess how many pages
23.
of notes.
8.
23.
11 full pages of notes.
I was right. I said 11.
That was pretty close.
No. All right, you guys go through your day of travel. As you guys are on your way, you do notice about midway through the day, ahead of you, at one point, you do see Thallo walking down the road.
We ain't stopping. No, I'm joking.
He's by himself.
I say we do stuff for him.
His lute playing in front, his lute in both hands, playing it as he is walking. And he seems to be singing quietly to himself as he is walking, not really noticing you guys coming up behind him. Seems to be kind of off in his own world, and based on the language you can hear, and you have, Kelly, you would have heard this language before, and I'm just going to say this because you're sage. He's singing in Celestial.
Oh, I know Celestial.
Would I recognize Celestial being the opposite of it?
Yeah, you could. I would say you've all probably heard the language before. It's not a common language, but there are a decent number of people who do speak it, and who will speak it in certain settings.
Would you say?
Yes, I said you can. You would know.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm assuming you want to know what the song's about, Calder, don't you?
Sure.
The lyrics you can hear. This is a very depressing song. It sounds upbeat the way he's playing it, but it is a very depressing song. The song is kind of one of almost loneliness. It is almost a song of being almost abandoned and left alone type deal. But he seems to be singing it in a very upbeat way. You know, bards doing their thing.
Haha, not Pog.
He's singing "Pumped Up Kicks."
That's pretty much it.
All the other kids.
All the other bards with the pumped up lyres and
There you go. So you guys are approaching behind him. He doesn't notice you guys are behind him, and you guys are roughly about 15, 20 feet from him right now.
I'm gonna roll to eat him. Is that
No.
initiative?
No. No.
Is that too dark for this?
Vor, I would say it's a little too dark.
One, I'm saying you can't do that because it is not possible. And two, I don't recommend you do that, considering what you... Well, you weren't here for that. Your character would have saw it, but you weren't here for that. He turned into an adult gold dragon at one point, so...
I mean, he's not gonna be much in my tummy.
It's not how that works.
Hey, Evan, you said you were gonna copy and paste all the notes somewhere.
He's working on it.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, okay. I was gonna put it in my own little notes area.
I wouldn't. It's a lot to scroll through. So I'd just start your notes now.
Okay.
And
do
you
guys...
can also just copy paste shit from your thing as well.
Do you all wish to speak with him, drive past him? What's going on?
Can we like as we're going by just be like, hey, you need a lift, sir?
Yeah, and as you say that, he glides his back and gives a very warm smile towards you all and says, "Oh, that would be lovely. Didn't know anyone else was heading this way." As Kellic stops the cart, he slowly climbs into the back and gets himself positioned along the back side of the cart.
Where are you headed, Sir Thallow?
First Grimscar, and then the mountains.
We are heading the same way.
I have a friend or two that I wish to see, and then going to head into the mountains for a bit. Plus, they owe me a favor, so I'm going to cash in on that. What about all of you?
We're also heading to Grimscar for some business, some work.
The prince.
Unrelated. Do not question it.
The prince hooked us up with a little bit of work just because we helped him out. So we're gonna try and follow up on it and see if it's worth.
Oh, you must be speaking of Belle. She's a wonderful young lady.
Oh, so you've heard of this?
Yes,
Oh, so you know this hold.
I was actually one of the first to investigate the thing that she's dealing with. Didn't go far, mainly because I couldn't, but...
And what is it that she's dealing with? If you have any information, we'd gladly take it from you. Anything to help our investigation.
There's a mad wizard of sorts. She's probably trying to get someone to, kind of makes the gesture like slicing throat type deal, sticking a tongue out while he does it. He says, when I tried to get to him, well, my body doesn't exactly work well with small spaces, gesturing to his
large cock.
7 foot
inch cock.
No. Why does it always go there?
Damn it, Bryce isn't here for this.
Yes, of course he's not. He's roughly almost 8 feet tall. So, it's clear why he wouldn't be able to weasel his way through a tight space of any kind. He says many of the
Well, we have two Goliaths, so I'm
Yeah.
sure that will fall to me to get into the small spaces.
well, she's probably has some sort of way to get around the collapsed corridors and such. Last I heard, she had gotten all the way to his dwelling, which was much deeper in that facility than I wish to go. But things in there, I've heard terrible things. Many of the people before you all, let's just, I'll put it gingerly, they're not around anymore.
I see. Well,
That shouldn't be a problem for any of you folk. You seem well equipped for such a thing.
hopefully we
Considering-
will have better luck than the past few.
Oh, it can only go uphill. He begins to start playing his lute again, not singing this time, but he's just kind of quietly playing it. Is there anything else you guys wish to do for the rest of this day? Because the rest of the day is clear.
Honestly, we could stop here. I have so much to do.
There's one more thing I have, but what I will say, I was expecting you guys to ask questions to this dude, to be honest, based on your reactions, but it's fine. I don't care. You're good. If this is all you want to do, we will jump to the next thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to ask him stuff about uh I'm not going to remember this place's name.
Grimscar?
Grimscar, yeah. I want to ask him about Grimscar, but I'm so caught up in so much shit that I'm just trying to think. I'm also trying to adjust everything because I moved around stuff.
All fun things, all fun things.
I moved around like my 11 pages of notes, haha, and now I'm trying to look for one specific fucking thing.
Does anyone else have questions for him?
Yeah, if no one else, then I'm good.
All right. Well, you progress through the rest of the day. He departs on his way once you guys reach town, heading off towards one of the local taverns. And in the letter, it did give you a location, or the scroll, it did give you a location to meet. And upon arriving, you you see two individuals standing before this large, oddly placed structure. It's a very simplistic, almost lab like structure that's just on the edge of town. Probably a good 100, 200 feet away from any other buildings. And it's kind of resting on its own with a gated perimeter. Part of the gate is long since eroded and has been kind of collapsed in on itself due to weather and probably other things as well that have forced their way through the gate. And before you see
drugs,
this, yeah, that's it. Doing drugs behind the lab. It's fine. You see this large. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe her. Almost like Amazonian type woman. Like, she is pretty well built compared to most like, she looks like she could be a barbarian, but you can tell she's not at the same time. and she is heavily bandaged. It appears that she seems to have taken some pretty big hits recently, as she has like wrappings over most of her torso, and her left arm is currently in a sling. And standing next to her is this tall, pale Goliath man in a very nice black suit.
Her lawyer.
I want to intimidate him.
No, fuck off.
Stop
Can I
not
call
eating.
out and ask if they need a medic?
Calder says, haha, guys, let's not attract attention from the weird, creepy lab and all the people that's inside it. Let's just go to town. I mean,
That's-
what? Sorry.
Well,
I-
clearly the woman is hurt.
They both turn, both looking a little confused by the group of individuals who is approaching them.
Why are you confused, bitch?
You hear Jabber say in one of the guards' voice that you had heard only
Bitch.
days
No.
before. Bitch! Kill me! No, he says,
Mommy? Sorry.
he kind of
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry.
he says in a very loud voice, by order of the king, and her expression changes. The Goliath seems to be more confused than before by this, as he is kind of baffled by this motley crew that is approaching him.
So,
On a cart? And
Back in Black playing in the background.
the female steps forward and says, Prince Joseph must have sent you, right?
Yes, ma'am. You must be Belle.
That is correct. You have heard of me.
Well, only from the letter and Fallow, but he will not be
Yes.
joining us on this adventure. The prince asked our little group to assist you. If
No.
he stays, that'd be up to you.
Yes, that crafty lizard.
That's fucking racist as shit. What? Holy fuck!
I
I'm
support these ideals.
I'm gonna glide over real fast and do cure wounds on her, just so she, will
So that she can suck me off later. No.
Okay. What level cure wound are you hitting her with?
just a level 1 for it's 1d8 plus 3, but
Okay. You
That's-
do this, and she at first almost pulls away and kind of then realizes what you're doing. And you do see a lot of the bruises that are peeking out from under a lot of her bandages kind of disappear a bit. I'm not gonna have you roll for it because
I already did. But
you're fine. It's fine.
Healer for 9. Bro, she has 120 health.
Damn, you healed a paper cut. Shit. She says,
it's more so the principle of doing it, not so getting results.
yeah.
No.
She so
No, you are pathetic and you must know it.
just how kind of you.
You're welcome, mommy. I mean, mommy. Sorry, mommy.
And she
This and that. It's just gonna be the thing now. I hope you know.
this campaign's gonna turn into a shit fest.
Crush my head between her thighs.
God damn it. She gestures to the Goliath and says, well,
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
Since you,
Yeah.
since you already know of me, this here, my friend, is Usiv.
Is that
How
U.S.?
the fuck do you spell
Is
that?
Ussive. Usiv.
U or Q?
U.
Usiv.
So passive,
U-S-I-V-E.
but replace the A with a U.
Yes, Usiv.
USSIVE.
Yes. She says.
Do you mind telling us what got you into such a bad state? You're really banged up.
Well,
I could bang her up.
We're standing in front of the.
I'm gonna extend my wing so it covers Calder.
No, this is all joking. Calder would never say that shit. What the fuck?
Calder is super polite. Evan, however, is a douchebag.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. No. She gestures to the building behind her and says, the horrors that are in there. Unfortunately. Where to begin? And Usif steps forward and says, we've been having a wizard problem. Man by the name of...
That sounds slightly racist too. I mean, jingoist? I mean, what is it exactly? Professionist?
I'm not answering your question. It says, a man by the name of Manifer lives within this... Can't even call it a facility anymore. Most of it's collapsed in on itself. He's been causing this town quite a bit of issue over the last few years. People disappearing, people found dead, monstrosities roaming the town. They're all from him.
When you say monstrosities, what do you mean by that?
Abominations, things he's created.
Eldritch type shit.
Some much worse than others. Some that should have never been made.
Sounds like we've got a real Frankenstein on our hands.
That would be a way to put it, yes.
Who the fuck is Frankenstein?
You would know who he is. It's your uncle. No. No, I'm just kidding. Calder's like, it all makes sense now.
So he's creating abominations. I'm assuming he's taking cadavers and slinging them together.
Some, yes. Others are fey creatures he's manipulated. He's manipulated fiends. To be honest, we don't exactly 100% understand what he's doing in there. And that is why Bell here has made a request for help. If you are up for the task, of course.
I feel like it couldn't be too hard, not insulting your endeavors, but is there some sort of reward that we might be able to seek? We don't work for free, I'm sorry to say.
And I would never expect such a thing from you. We can discuss pay. How much would you possibly be after?
See, now, here's the deal. Financially, in the terms of money, we have no money. No, I guess. Fuck, the prince paid us 500 each?
For just saving him from the assassination. He paid you 1,000 from the previous thing.
Yeah, I think
unless you took a different deal from him.
Yeah, I think 500 would be pretty good. 500 to 1,000. Is that range reasonable for you guys?
Bell kind of looks over to Usif, who ponders over the idea and says, I'll consider it. It's a possibility. We'll see what we can do and what you possibly find in there. But
Do you have lodgings for us to work out of to root out
Yeah.
this issue?
I was gonna say they could also just pay for lodging and pay like
But
100.
I
yeah,
could-
we do have a place that you will be able to stay if you are accepting this. And also, if you are accepting this, he pulls out what looks to be a stopwatch.
What color?
It's not black.
Fuck! I was about. Counter was about to be like, what?
It is a silver stopwatch, with odd arcane runes sketched or etched along the sides of the glass covering.
I'm gonna roll
And
an Arcana check real quick.
within, you can see what looks to be uh, 4 arms that are frozen in place. They are not ticking in any kind of way.
Can I ask him, what is this?
This we've been calling the timepiece. It only works in the building, and we don't quite understand why. But the way it works is it allows you to enter various set time zones within the building. If that makes sense. Kind of time traveling without repercussion type deal. Due to the building being isolated and have been being isolated for, well, its entire existence, I don't see why that feat wasn't difficult for him. Manifer, who is the creator of this item.
I
And-
see. So that's how y'all maneuver around all of the broken down areas. Y'all go back to where it wasn't broken.
Well, that's actually the reason that Belle was able to escape, was because of this. I didn't go in myself. She actually went in with 3 others. We don't know what they are.
I'm assuming we'll see them later.
Yeah, as corpses.
Maybe in the best circumstances,
Yeah,
but
it's a possibility.
if we
So,
do run
I-
into them again, and
I'm
they
not
are
trying to metagame or anything, but can we speed this up? I haven't eaten today.
Yes, we're getting to that.
Okay.
if we do run into them and they are some kind of walking corpse or monster, do I
Dead.
have full ability to put them down and send them to their afterlife?
Dead on sight, afterlife or no, bro. That ain't even a question. If that shit
I,
trying to
I
attack
will
me,
I will explain this. So what he explains to you is this timepiece, which he then reveals these thin white threads. He explains the timepiece can be attached to up to, I think it's 10 individuals. If my notes are correct, yes, 10 individuals. It can be attached up to 10 individuals, so one person carries it and can click it. The holder is automatically attached, while those attached to threads also travel with it, and they have to be within 30 feet of it to travel. By twisting the dial to match one of the arms and clicking the button at the top, you teleport to the time zone in which that arm is related. And he explains that each arm counts down the time that each time zone is set for before it loops. One of the arms represents a past time, the beginning of the facility when it was being created. One is based on what they found out due to Bell's quick escape, is the collapse of the internal parts of the facility, which he then says is one of the more dangerous parts, but is the part that is the easiest to transverse through the facility. And the last is actually real time of the current destroyed facility.
You said 4. You only gave us 3.
The fourth arm is the one that allows you to pick where you are and is the indicator on which one you're at.
Oh, okay.
That is the one you can maneuver around. After he does this explanation, he tells you that he will, in the morning, attune each of you to it, which won't take an attunement slot, if you're worried about that. But he will attune each of you to it, so that when you travel inward to the facility, you will each be attached to this piece. And he then takes you all to... well, Bell takes you to what looks to be a large home of some sort. That she explains was the headquarters that she used to use for her and her rangers before they disbanded, due to several loss of lives and a couple other things that had happened, and that damn lizard. And is there anything else you all wish to do before resting for the night and preparing for the adventure the next day? Your new arc of adventure.
Can I try to learn more about the backstory of Grimscar? Like, is it like a history check or insight or?
I would say roll a history check to see if you've heard anything.
Oh, fuck. Okay. 18.
All right. Yes, you have heard of the history of Grimscar.
Like, what are they known for? What's their major exports? What's the lore?
you know, Grimscar is a large farming town. A lot of fields surround the town, which you would have noticed upon going in. I didn't say that when you guys. There is a lot of farming that happens around this town, and the reason they are the biggest kind of producer of these crops or whatnot is they use a lot of magical techniques, and they use golems instead of people to save money. And golems are a bit more precise with some of the things as well, so they are able to produce a lot more food faster.
Magic slaves.
Yeah, you also know that there is a few number. The town itself is actually relatively small. It's mainly farmers' homes, a few guild buildings, and then a local kind of government building with elders and peacekeepers where they live and stay and do work. You also know, and you would know this due to that check, the town has a very dark history. A lot of people disappearing, unexplained events, beyond just what this facility has produced. And something that happens, some of these events happen kind of based on what you've heard. It is intervals of like 27 years, and it's generally during the lunar eclipse when these events happen. And it's believed that the town possibly has gateways to other planes of existence that open during this time.
Interesting. So we just had the lunar eclipse happen, and people disappeared.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. I think that's everything I was gonna ask. I was gonna. Oh, do they? Is like magical weapons known for the history of this village, or is that just kind of like a whatever thing?
A guild possibly could have one, but
Do
it's
they
not
have
known
like
for
the
that.
typical magic stop, magic
It would
shop,
be
armory
like
shop?
it would be a artificers guild probably that
Gotcha.
would have
Oh.
crafted stuff.
Okay. I think that's all that I really wanted. I just wanted some information on Grimscar.
Yeah. You guys all gather yourselves for the night, preparing to rest, and this is where we'll end tonight's episode. Tomorrow we will pick up with pretty much the point of you guys going to sleep and onward. That's where we'll
Tomorrow?
pick up next time. Not tomorrow. We're not. I don't want to run two sessions
2
for you guys.
weeks.
2 weeks from now. No, 3 weeks. 2 weeks from now,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
continuing
sure.
the Wild West campaign and possibly finishing off the Meet the Kobolds, depending on if people show up again. Last week, no one showed up, or 2 weeks ago, no one showed up, so I was just like, we're not having it. It's fine. Whatever. That arc, that whole story is getting ready to wrap up. Also, on another note, congrats to you guys.
Did we level up?
You're level 6.
Yeah!
Yeah,
Which-
but that was it.
Woo!
I was waiting for.
And I will have to let Bryce and Kosho also know that they have also leveled up. But I'll do that at some point. So yeah, enjoy that extra level. You're going to need it.
Oh God.
Then this next arc is going to be a rough one, and I'm just gonna say that now. Based on what you've been told, you can probably tell it was already going to be a rough one, but here we are.
Yeah, okay. Oh, you're gonna hate me.
Why am I gonna hate you? Tell me, Calder. Why am I gonna hate you, Calder?
You are going to hate me.
Oh, he already has that feat. That's why.
Oh yeah. When do we get more feats or no?
Your level will tell you.
Why can't I know prepare?
What is fast hands? Oh, that's reloading. Wait a minute. Oh, I just discovered something.
Oh no.
Not for this campaign. It's for a character I'm playing in another campaign. I just realized something. All right. Well, on that note, we will be having the next session Thursday, and then I think the Vampire the Masquerade's happening this weekend. So if you guys have nothing better to do and you guys want to watch something, we are doing a vampire campaign. You guys, you three.
I feel bad for the next person who fucking comes up against me.
I have plans.
I have potent cantrip now.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no, you succeeded the saving throw. Take max damage.
You succeeded the saving throw. I said no.
Don't care.
Hey, you ever heard of dying?
Fuck. I want to ask so many questions, but dude, my stomach is literally hurting. I'm hungry.
Well, you can ask me these questions whenever they come to mind later on.
Yeah. Hashtag rat dog crossover.
That was pretty funny.
What's going on right now?
I went ahead and sent the Arc 1 details.
Yeah, I copied them. I have my own little Arc 2 thing going on right now, and I can add on.
Yeah.
later.
Well, on that note, we hope you all enjoyed. And we do have another session Thursday at 7:30. The other half of the Scale Fate campaign will be continuing.
Hello?
I blanked out. I blanked out. It's okay. Shh. It's fine. It's fine. Calm down. On Saturday, we will be. I am doing the outro. On Saturday, we'll be doing the Vampire the Masquerade campaign, and the next week we are off. We are not doing anything next week because of Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And then after that, we will be continuing, possibly finishing the Meet the Kobolds, so that we can open up room for the Grim Hollow one at some point. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Evan knows I'm excited because I keep sending
You've
him
sent me
shit.
so much, and we need none of it right now. We haven't even had session 0.
I don't care. I've fallen in love with my new character. I seem to fall in love with all the characters I make that I put time into. But other than that, if you guys want to catch up on previous episodes, We do have the YouTube page, which is listed below. All the episodes have been put in their respective playlists, and if you wish to catch us in the next session to listen to us live, join the Discord. That'll give you updates, possibly chances to speak with us. Follow the Twitch, and when you follow the Twitch, turn on those notifications so you get those notifications. Or follow the Twitter, which I need to start posting more on because I'm the one in charge of it, but I don't post anything on my own Twitter. So it's like, it's mainly just the updates when we're streaming. I'm working on getting more stuff on there, but we'll see. But on that note, we hope you guys enjoyed, and we hope to see you in the next session. Peace.